Hello, and welcome to wrong way. Let's Rubber Dragons! I am your Dragon Master, Aaron Graham. Let's say hello to everyone else.
Hello, Dragon Master.
We go around the room introducing each other one by one.
Hi, I'm Gareth.
I am Britt.
I'm Nelio.
I am Amy.
Excellent. Now, before we get any further, we'd like to acknowledge that we are playing on Wurundjeri country and acknowledge their elders past and present and emerging, and note that sovereignty was never ceded. So, before we get into it, let's roll to see if we encounter any dragons!
We haven't yet, and I'm beginning to be like, bring them.
Not intentional dragons, just plot dragons.
Plot dragons.
Alright.
That would be
A 10.
10 and a 10 and 10.
Oh, okay. So straight up and 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
10.
go.
That's very low. All I want to be very high.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if I noticed. Is it
that
above
face, that face says dragon.
That makes sense.
I don't like that.
That says, oh shit, that's a powerful dragon for these guys.
Ah, shit.
We actually
no.
don't even have a level right now.
Can't kill it.
We have our one cantrip each. We got this.
I got 4. No, I'm not up against a dragon, but I got 4.
We are going to get killed by a dragon.
Alright.
Yeah.
We all make new characters.
That changed.
Darcy, it was nice knowing you.
Yeah.
Hey, technically you don't roll hit points until level 1, so we can't die. We're technically immortal right now.
No, it just means that we have 1 hit point. We have 1 hit point.
We'll have all the plot books that just are plot.
All we need to do is take
Plot
2.
armor.
Yeah, plot armor.
No, we have 1 hit point. We're going to take 2 damage and die permanently.
Yeah.
You don't have to print new minis now. Thanks, Gareth.
Okay. It's fine. It's just totally fine. I'm really just put a massive spanner into the work of this session, but it's fine, you know? Oh, okay. Recap. new baby adventurers came towards the college together, got sorted into their houses, and then met a bunch of students. And then last session we began to take our classes. So we did abjuration, necromancy, transmutation, music, and conjuration. So we met the hilarious Australian Brad Abjuration.
Brad Abjuration.
No, Brad who taught abjuration, and then we had Pandora and put on some of the names of the other people. Anyway, that's fine. And then you guys got to meet more and connect with more of the fellow NPCs, including a vampire girl called Selena, who was taking night classes. You guys didn't know that was a thing. Then you found out that necromancy isn't a class that you actually have to take. So by the end, out of a class of about 80, about 15 people were left over. So some people, like Malia, have a free period where you and Matana then did some fencing together. And then got to play with some instruments and the chaos that ensued. Some people not so keen on the instruments. So behind the scenes, I've been marking successes and just been marking successes for the characters in terms of what they are and aren't good at. So we're going to build up proficiencies and what spells will they have access to. So we're really letting the dice tell the story. Yeah, I like the full story, but not the full story. Just a majority.
The dice to help build the characters.
Yeah, and that's great.
Nice.
So we ended the session with, I think, a bunch of Mercury students being very keen on
To go to therapy.
to go to therapy. They all realised that that's what they needed to do. So I'll just check in that there's nothing anyone wanted to do before they went to bed that night. Amazing.
Sleep.
Sleep.
It'll get a belly therapy. I also will tell
5
everybody.
a.m.
I didn't say it was like Mercury squad, but I will tell everybody, like, we're going to therapy. All the Mercury students, you want to come to therapy? We're going to go find the secret guidance counselor. I don't know what that means.
I'm really glad you're going to therapy.
I know, it's going to be great. They're the secret guidance counselor. What does that mean?
I'm curious about the secret guidance counselor, but I think I need my sleep for tonight, so 5 a.m. is just too early. But I'm very keen to hear the outcome of what's.
Very good. I didn't mean to imitate your accent. It's really contagious. That'd be
I get this all the time. So good.
Yeah, well, okay. Suit yourselves. Maria, you want to come?
Maybe next time.
All right. Missing out on a good time, I swear. And then Zabi goes to sleep nice and early.
Crying your eyes
Yeah.
out.
Zabi, again, not a thought behind those eyes, not a speck of anxiety in that brain.
Amazing.
Until you go.
So, what is the plan to try and find the secret guidance counselor?
Now, do the other students have information on this? Because it was... Now, which character suggested it?
The changeling did.
Now, they suggested it. So I was going on the assumption that they had literally any idea what that meant and where to go.
No.
Fantastic.
Wick just remembered about it
Fantastic.
based on the meeting that Matthias Mercer did. Mercy. Matthias.
Alright.
I need a jar.
Yeah, coin job. Yeah.
Selena, have you heard of the secret guidance counselor?
Well, no, because I wasn't here for the...
No, okay, but you haven't heard any of the older nocturnal students talking about it? I just figured that a lot of the older ones would be in therapy because of their old brains, their 16-year-old problems.
The trauma that some of us have gone through would make a lot of sense.
Yes. Do any of... Is there anyone we could ask that we think for sure goes to the secret guidance counselor?
I mean, we could ask the current guidance counselor.
Yeah, but
Like, hey, we don't want you.
he's just gonna talk
It
to
might
us.
break his heart. Like,
He might need to go to the secret guidance.
That's a good question. Who do guidance counselors see to make themselves better?
Being a guidance counselor, it's like a dragon that's a guidance counselor.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess we could definitely ask him. Is there any?
Or another thing we could do is we could just be like so unapprovable, like, you know, just absolutely terrible, like, my life sucks. And then they're like, whoa, you need some
Yes.
serious help. Let's take you to the next level.
I volunteer as tribute. I will do.
But it might be like a long-term process, because I feel like at first he's going to be like, don't worry, I can fix you. He sort of has that energy.
Why don't you ask the paintings?
Oh, hi Lucian.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You're reading.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah. It's another other thing, but like, I've been up for the last one.
Yeah, you look in the chair and we didn't know. And they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, we can have some paintings. I mean, worst thing they can do is say no.
Are you coming? You look like you need therapy.
To see the guy
I will
that's
wish
what if he's like,
anything else upon my life and go with you guys to a guidance council.
we're gonna get you.
You're
We're gonna
lost.
get you. Yeah. Yes, they don't see the appeal of a guidance counselor adventure.
A mystery guidance counselor.
A mystery
Ooh,
guidance counselor.
What do we hope it is? Like, we sort of thinking
Oh.
ghost.
Like an animated skeleton.
Whoa. Didn't you guys just do that in necromancer class?
No, but like one with like a personality.
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah.
like he's like he can do like a fun little dance and like plays a xylophone on his ribs and when you're feeling sad. Don't you think that would be like really? It would make me happy.
Oh, that just sounds like the transmutation night class teacher.
I'm coming to night class. I'm coming to night class. Okay, in that case, I don't know, dragon.
Like, he has animated himself. That's how wild it is.
Why does that sound so much better? Did you hear that? The night class. It's a skeleton. What are you reading?
Necromancy.
Oh, cool. Anything in
What are you
there?
gonna
How to cure vampirism.
Quick, and annotate this into your notes. Skeleton that animated itself can dance, play xylophone on own ribs. How to do? Question mark. And I'll come back to you on that.
Don't you think it sounds like the chicken and the egg? Like, was he a skeleton first and then animated himself? Or was he animated and, like, then became a skeleton?
Probably becomes like
Probably the
the,
first
you know that the video of the woman like with maths flying out I don't have any answers. We need the guidance counselor.
We need...
Okay, step one, we ask a painting. Then goes and asks the closest painting.
There's a painting in the common room, like outside
Yes.
your house, because there'll be one of each of the dragons.
I go to this painting. Hello.
You'll have to go to the Mercury one.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, what's up?
So we want to go to the guidance counselor, but like the secret one. Do you have any leads?
The secret one.
Yeah, they said there's a guidance counselor, and then they were like, and then there's a second one.
Isn't it if I tell you that sort of like defeats the point?
Yeah, but like we have no clues. Have you considered that we need a clue?
Oh, right, you want a clue. Okay, I can give you a clue.
A
Wait,
clue?
hang on. I think Copper should give you a clue. He likes puzzles.
He's gonna like lie though.
Copper! Yeah! Give him a clue. Where's the secret guidance cat?
But it has to be a real clue. No wild goose chase is a real clue.
No wild goose chases, huh? Alright, so no clues involving geese. Got it. Look, it's really early and I was sort of like gonna do a whole thing, but my brain's not working at this time. Sleepy painting. No, I'm just gonna be direct.
Okay.
What's the question?
So we want to see the secret guidance counselor. And before you get started, I would just like to say, consider how funny of a prank it would be on the secret guidance counselor to have all of us show up and uninvited and unannounced.
Yeah, you gotta ask, like, if they're secret, what's the point?
Exactly. So it would be really, really funny, I think, for me especially.
Yeah. He is fun to piss off.
Hey, we've got information. Mail. I'll get the little notebook out of it.
Like the general he, you know?
The general he. The royal we.
Yeah, like sort of like, hey guys.
He's part of the military.
Okay, what's my clue?
Your clue is check out the dungeons.
check out the dungeons. Hey, it's a start. It's a living. Let's go.
I don't know if that's a clue or just this is where you should start.
I mean, I'm assuming the dungeons are not extremely small, so what are the dungeons like?
They're pretty cool,
Ooh.
especially for you. Just you're not supposed to be up.
Well,
Like Selena's allowed to be up, but the rest of you.
they don't know I'm not a vampire. I put my little teeth out. How will they know? How will they know?
And then like he looks towards the rest of the party and he's like, yeah, not conspicuous at all.
We're all vampires. They don't know.
I love this for you guys. Have fun.
Thank you.
Sure.
Lucy, we're going to the dungeons. Do you want to come?
I'm good. Although you could probably go see the necromancy teacher since we were told she teaches both classes. So she might know where you're
Yeah, but she's gonna just
Council.
tell us to go to bed.
possibly. Probably.
Yeah, most likely.
Oh, yeah, no, she knows stuff.
Yeah, but she will tell us the stuff.
Didn't really seem to care two shits about the rules, but yeah.
Okay. Where is the necromancy right now?
The level above the
We can swing on past.
I think we'll just go back to the books. Back to our notes and then think
And
of
she
the
might be busy with the potions professor.
stupidity of asking the copper and the mercury dragon for directions.
Now, I would like to point out, and what if we had gone to the iron guy? The iron guy would be like, no, you go back to bed, because I'm iron.
No, I was thinking like there's steel, there's the platinum. They probably give you
How
a straight,
loyalty. How
straight
loyalty.
answer of like, go here and this porter,
No.
and then his name is this.
Bronze probably would have been the best one. It would have been strategy. But I love, like, also there's like the whimsical and impulsive of like, yeah, I'm gonna help you do this stupid thing.
Yes.
Now, so we go by the precious professor.
Perfect. The necromancy professor.
The necromancy professor.
So she, yeah, you walk past and you see that she is in there sort of cleaning up after a class and like shuffling through the supplies closet.
Oh. Supplies closet in necromancy class. But he's like,
Boys.
Can I help you?
yes, me and my Mercury associates are looking for the guidance counselor, but not the regular one. And we were wondering if you had any information on this so we could get there without getting extremely lost.
Oh,
Yes.
you're looking for my beast companion then.
Beast companion. Yes, I mean, your beast companion is the guidance counselor.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Yes.
He has a name.
He does.
Should I ask him what his name is?
I think that'd be more
Okay.
appropriate.
Okay. Okay. I've heard he's in the dungeons.
Yes, there was sort of nowhere else to keep him.
Interesting. That's such a thing to say.
How big is this thing?
Yeah.
Just
Interesting.
walk in, it's a dragon.
Would it be okay? Is he in an appointment right now?
She, like, you see her eyes roll back. No, he's free.
Okay. Is it okay if we go? Is there like a specific part of the dungeon?
The whole point is sort of like,
Oh, it's like a challenge. Okay. Okay. Good. Any wisdom to impart on
you're not gonna find him on the first go.
on the first go? Interesting. Okay. Excellent. Second question, just as unrelated. What were you doing in here? What was this? What were you cleaning up?
What was I doing
Yeah,
in
like
my
what?
classroom?
Yeah, what were you doing? You weren't cleaning up after.
Did you?
No, I meant like in our class you had a skeleton. And
Oh.
What were you just cleaning up specifically?
Specifically,
Yeah, just
well, I was looking through our supplies. We've been running. You don't need to know. It's fine. We were trying to see if we dissected a brain, could we extract thoughts from it?
really good stuff.
Physical thoughts
Trick or treat.
Is that like a third year thing? Or...
Yeah.
Really excited for that one, I've got to say.
Yeah. And then she looks over at Slater and she's like, it will be good.
Excellent. All right. Have a good evening, early morning.
Yes. What are you're not supposed to be awake. Are you
I went to sleep very early, and
And she looks at all your houses and then is like, okay, so there's
yes, nursery squad. Yes.
Okay.
Well, we did this at this time so that Celia could be here as well.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're making friends, Doc. Your father would also be proud to hear that. And so he was like, yeah. Alright. Yeah, no. You're gonna have to try again.
Okay.
So don't be too disheartened when you don't.
Like another night, maybe, or like just
It's just not, like,
easy.
he's secret, you know?
Okay.
So if you're just like, hey, I'm gonna find him, then he's not gonna, yeah.
I need you to know that I say everything with absolute sincerity because I do not have a good filter. I love the vagueness. It's really good. It's really fun.
I'm really trying to be direct.
It's indirect. I love that even more. Wow. Okay, let's go, guys. We're gonna go into the dungeon and try a first time and not have it work, and then try another time and maybe. Let's go.
Okay.
Have a nice morning. Runs off.
Bye.
Everybody else is just asleep except Lucian, who is studying.
Yeah.
Excellent.
There's like a few. No, because then you'll interact with it. Nope.
Did you sleep?
Pause it empty.
Yeah, I'll sleep. I'll probably went to bed earlier than,
Okay.
more early than you guys. Well, last session I said I woke up before dawn, so.
Oh yeah, you did. You've established it.
But yeah,
Canon,
it's definitely respect. Lucian wakes up.
Canon, stupid
Lucian's
sleeping
that
surgery.
motive guy who's just like, I wake up at 4
We're gonna go-
a.m.
we're
in the
gonna-
morning, take a room, 5 hours.
We're going to invite you to some cool party when we're older, and you'll be like, "When I have to go to bed,
Yeah, it's like,
8 p.m."
he's like, we have a spell test 2 weeks time. This is the- there's
I
no
have to sleep now and study now.
instant.
Yeah, you had a party when you were dead. When you're a lich.
Yes.
So, what is the dungeon?
So you have a look around the dungeons, and it is. So you would sort of expect the dungeons to be this dark, damp place, but what they've done is they've put in windows, same as they've sort of done with the rest of the mountain, and they've made it sort of look like the Underdark. And and then like the further you go in, then you sort of like it's starting to look like the 9 level, like the Hells of Avernus, and sort of so it's like it's trying not to be as scary and more like fractal in like different planar areas that exist. But
This is sick. We should be down here all the time.
this
Is
is
that
where
hell?
the potions class is.
Oh, what level is it on? Like, what does it look like in the windows?
Ooh.
I suppose I don't know that. You can tell us that later.
It would be more towards the Underdark.
Makes sense. We're not doing class in hell for potions. Fair enough.
Yeah. As you walk past there, you see like there's drows in like the archways, and then like there's like drow paintings, and they're all like, "Oh, g'day, Tykes. You were
Hi.
up rather early."
We're looking for the guidance counselor. The beast one. Yeah.
Yeah. Have fun with that. I'll see you tomorrow then.
So vague. I love it. And we continue. So I think that like in any like movie about like kids doing something like going on an adventure, and there's like usually a kid that's like, we're going. It's like very like, we have to go to get fun thing. Weirdly focused for adventure purposes only.
So you walk. Roll me an investigation.
Ooh, yes. Oh, I haven't opened my dice case. Investigation. I should have bought new dice. I forgot that these ones are evil. 6, 5, 11. 11. Finally.
Damn.
Last session, I was rolling terribly.
Yes.
So you get to a window that has the river Styx in it,
So cool.
and it seems awfully animated in the way that like the souls within it are moving. What's going through your mind right now?
Almost
what
like
emotions and feeling.
Okay, I was gonna say, because if you ask for thoughts, it's just like, is that the real River Styx? Is that the real River Styx? Is that the real River Styx? Emotions and feelings. High curiosity, excitement. Even know if there's fear there, because it's just very exciting down here. Kind of almost, there is I would say the closest to like a negative feeling would be like kind of like I don't know, they said that I won't fire the dress code, but maybe I will, like a determination to prove them wrong, which will probably not work, and then later fine, I guess.
When you look at the painting and sort of go through those thoughts, you hear in the back of your mind, you are desperate to see me, child.
It's just coming from the window.
Just from the back of your mind.
From my mind.
But you're not here for the reasons, and therefore I cannot. Ow!
Like, doing that loud for the mic? Good effort.
Cannot let you in.
But I have real reasons.
Honestly.
I have real reasons. Like, for example, Zavi says in the space for a bit, I am a snake person, and I'm not related to snake people. That's troubling. I'm 12. I don't know. I haven't had time. That's why I need a guidance counselor. I haven't processed things.
Have you seen the other guidance counselor first?
No, but you seem much, much cooler.
I'm 12.
I'm 12, and what is this?
Hi, I'm Kyle, and I never learned how to read.
Extremely. Hi, I'm Zavi, and I never knew how to make a normal potion. What about my friends? They have real reasons. Wick. I'm like Wick. Stand in front of them.
I get this whole therapy support thing, but really what I deal with.
You don't do group therapy sessions?
No, the other guy literally does that. It's like AA meetings.
What is the... Okay, hey, quick question. What is the A...
It's rough.
What does the A in that stand for? Because I'm 12. What does the A in AA stand for?
Look, when you learn the A in AA, then you can come see me.
Interesting.
He's so cute on the here.
You're like, no,
Damn.
the AA stands for like Alchemists Anonymous. It's like you get really addicted to like the Philosopher's Stone or whatever. Like so. Because I was like, so
The everyone gives you a lot currently. And he looks through and scans.
not Wick.
Nix.
Oh,
Shut your shit.
oh, goodness! I'm like, whoa.
She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine.
The telltale mark of somebody who's not fine.
Exactly.
Okay, so we can is there? We schedule an appointment and then like, yeah.
Go to bed.
You know, I'm taking this as a win because you talked to me.
Yeah. Go. Do that.
This is a good therapy session. I really enjoyed it. This is a group.
This doesn't count.
Your first ever group therapy session. Oh wait, no.
The
What's
window
your,
just goes dark. The window goes dark.
fuck? I mean, no. Zavi doesn't swear. Zavi says like,
Oh, she's learned swear words from Brad if you wanted to swear.
no.
I have to do it in Australian accent.
I think Zavi just says like, damn it, say jeepers. Jeepers.
Jeez.
The vibe, but no, we're not encroaching on Velma's trademark. Jeepers sound is good. Jeepers.
Amazing. So do you go back to bed?
Go back to bed. On the way back, we chat about our next plan Bs. I'm like, and I guess I have to eventually go see the real guys because I'm like,
I laugh and it's like,
you had an actual appointment with the real guidance counselor, right? Like, do we have to get you there?
Oh, that's at like 7.
It was before breakfast, though, right?
Yeah.
What time is it?
Still, like, it's like 6. I got an hour.
Okay, all right. Just
So we can go back and play some games.
there's no like central time in this.
Did you want to come with to book an appointment with them?
I suppose. Yes. But first, I'm gonna have an hour-long nap.
That's fair.
Tired. Go to bed.
yeah, I like it as like, it's been like half an hour, 40 minutes, and then all the
Come
whole
back.
group just go class.
I'm
And I'm like,
Lucian, information. 1, necromancy teacher has a beast companion. Is that what the wording was?
Yeah.
yes.
It's in the dungeons. It looks like hell, and the river Styx might actually be down there. And the guidance counselor said that I wasn't fucked up. I wasn't unstable enough to talk to him.
No, you didn't have the wide.
Oh no, I know what you meant.
And that line's like, impossible.
Yeah, it turns out you have to be like something has to be like going on for you to talk to the beast companion of the necromancy teacher again.
Let's try and take Christian. He'll be straight up his alley.
Pardon?
Let's try and take Christian.
Yeah. Oh. Ah.
He's straight in the door.
Frankly, I think you should
Much
go.
further for you. It's like probably
Scratching on the chair
and like going to you.
I've been pissing off Lucian.
Yeah, it was like dead silent.
And then, like, while you're sitting there, it'll rub its tail and just put so much hair on your pristine clothes.
Fantastic, extremely good revenge.
And we see it's just like fireballs.
Zoe walking away into her friends like, I think Lucian needs to see the beast god and counselor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we should all drop down the night.
Like, if anything, shouldn't we take it as a compliment that we don't have to go see the guidance counselor?
Yeah, but now it's. He said no, so I want it. You understand?
Yes, but I feel like that's something they should work out with the other guy.
Yeah, I guess I'll ask the other guy. I'll try to convince the other guy, and then he can make the appointment. And then the beast will not be able to say no. And then the beast will be able to teach me tricks. Beast tricks? I would like to learn how to talk out of the back of somebody.
He's a guidance counselor. He's not a teacher. He likes therapy tricks.
Therapy tricks to talk out of the back of somebody's brain.
No, I'm sure you could learn that in one of the classes.
Oh, okay, that's good too. Excellent. Zabi, I don't think Zabi even goes to bed. I think that Zabi goes to like the couch that is covered in cat hair,
Yeah.
and like collapses onto it and pulls it like into a dead and immediate sleep. Like has the ability to be one of the people who's just like, I'm asleep, I'm awake. Your cat like comes over and is like, somebody's on my couch and just like crushes Zabi. Like, I'm just like.
You're in my spot.
The cat, like, looks at you and, like, goes behind the bench and its eyes get really wide and it's, like, starts pawing the ground and wiggling its butt and then it just runs and pounces on you.
Zabi's asleep.
And then, like, you don't, like, react until it's like,
Okay.
I'll go back to annoying Lucian.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah, Maggie.
But like gigantic
Making
like
bread.
It's like, I'm just like halfway through, like, the Jamie just starts constricting around it. It's like,
don't have that ability.
no.
Alrighty, so next, same day, but in the morning you guys all get up, have breakfast. Wiki goes to guidance counselor therapy. That's all gets sorted, and then your first class is. That's not a touch screen.
Yeah, Zabi makes an appointment but doesn't stay. Just like,
before we get there
Yeah.
to breakfast, can we like just be like,
oh yeah,
what's happened? How is it? Did you find the secret
Sort
guidance
of.
counselor?
I didn't get to see him. He talked to me in my brain and said that I needed to go to the other guidance counselor first. Also, he is a beast, He is the necromancy teacher's beast companion. Also, the dungeons look like hell. And also,
Okay.
it might actually be heaven. Couldn't quite determine that.
Well, at least you kind of potentially found something. Where
Yes. Where? Yeah.
and who?
And who? And I really can't stress how exciting the dungeons are. Like, you gotta get down there. Everybody, we have to go to the dungeons. There is windows, and when you look out the windows, it's hell inside the
That
school.
is pretty fucking cool.
Oh, good.
Do we have potions today, or is that another
Oh,
day?
yes. Potions? When is that?
I believe
Tomorrow.
once day.
Oh no, it's today.
Today is
Excellent.
potions.
Divination,
Divination.
enchantment, evocation, and illusion.
Excellent. In
Okay.
that order. Alright, so potions first?
No, divination first.
Alright. We all excited for divination then?
Yeah.
I've never done anything like that, so.
I'm a little too excited about potions to think too much about literally anything else. But, I mean, you know, I would like to look into a crystal ball, if that's an option. Just because it seems fun. It's just like looking into, you know, it's like a potion, but made of like, there's smoke in it. A crystal ball is like a,
Potion. Everything's
I
like
mean, like, it's like a potion.
everything's a potion.
What? It's like a box of potions.
Okay. So, you guys see walking towards you
Go ahead.
a dark tanned and skinned gentleman with like tentacles sort of like on put over the side, heads shaved on the sides, and then like they're green tentacles, but instead of instead of like snakes at the end, he's got eye stalks, and then he's wearing these thick sunglasses with gold ornate jewelry around him, and he walks up to you guys.
Cool.
You want, I guess.
Yes, yes.
That's good.
Amazing. And your other head prefect can come here, take you to divination.
That's how you say it?
Nah, that's just how I think.
Okay, I just thought you read a word a bunch and then somebody
What-
says it out loud the
What was
first
your
time.
name?
Well, I'm one of the Xanathars.
Oh,
One of the Xenophars.
Yes, the other prefect told us about this.
Oh, you've heard of me.
Okay.
Which
My name is Jovi Xanathar.
Jovi. Is it Jovi?
Joby or Joby?
Jhovi Jovi.
Joby.
I love Joby. I love that Joby is a Xanathar.
He's like just like got this like total chill vibes and just he's like just hanging out.
Like Xanathar is like a known like person in the world. Like do we recognize the name Xanathar like the way that
Jennifer is a butthole.
yes, but like
No.
but it's a famous name, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So I was like, wow, I'm meeting a real Xanathar. I don't think I've ever met somebody with as a famous name as you. As famous a name as you.
Okay.
Really?
Inside. Are you?
Just
Yeah, definitely central.
It's not called that.
I would love to like to say I am not trying to deceive Jovi. I'm just doing it to annoy him.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see if I get that.
Yeah,
I'll roll two.
do I need to roll? But I want to roll to make sure inside.
inside. Like how much of a dig?
I rolled one more than you.
Oh, you did. Nice.
Any pluses or just normal?
Nah.
8.
8?
I got 8 as well.
And I got a 9.
Amazing. Yeah, it seems like it should be a joke, but it's not.
Okay.
Amazing.
What's
I
that?
really played with him in silly and so I was like, man, that's actually not what I was going for.
Yeah, Lucian's pissed off. But we're putting out his book on creating undead, which has been reading throughout the night.
Amazing.
It's like
Oh yeah, he's
first test subject.
gold house, but he's actually just sort of wearing like this black suit, and the only thing gold is his jewelry.
No. Does he have a lot of jewelry?
Subtle.
Well, no, because the holders collect things. So
Right.
Xanathar is very known for collecting a whole bunch of things. So I want
So he's got a nose piercing And then he's wearing like a lightly green shirt, and there's like a little chain, between the kind of like cuffs.
Yes.
Okay.
And then he's wearing, and then he has 2 ring piercings, mouth piercings, like in the
Like
ring.
snake bites.
Yeah, got the snake bites, then got a piercing through his eyebrow, and then like a golden chain that like loops down from the top and then comes down.
Trevor's like excessively the coolest person that we've seen so like just like very cool.
Go to a history to see how much I know about the Xenophile families.
Yeah, of course.
Just studied imprinted.
Does he know as much as Gareth knows?
Let's do history. +1.
She knows as much as Gareth knows.
8. So that's 9 in total.
Right, okay. Like, you're aware of who Xanathar is, but in terms of what happens to his line after that, you're not really.
Okay. Do I know a bit about the Xenophile? Right, much. Okay, so Xenophile is like multiple different beholders who
Yeah.
constantly kill each other and take the name.
Yeah. How well known is that knowledge?
It's a little, no, not overly well known.
If he constantly takes his name, then I'm going to say no, you wouldn't be
No,
aware of
okay.
that because they're replacing each other, right?
They've literally replaced each other.
Yeah.
One comes along and kills it for his collection and then
Yeah.
takes over the name and becomes Xenophile. But, okay.
Yeah, so you kind of out of the game. I like that concept of like even the family members are doing it to each other.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So it's just the first one.
Yeah.
So there was an RP friend and now he's dead. No, nice. Alright, yeah. So let's go to the divination class.
Yes.
Alrighty.
I want to define.
So,
See how short your future is.
you guys head off to one of like the top tier towers. This school, because it's in the mountains, it's already very high, but this goes to like one of the highest points, sort of gets right up into the cloud tops. So it's unnecessarily like this. You think with a school of magic, you would not need to walk this far, but you do, and it's like this winding tower. And as you get up to the top, let's do that one. Could be fun. So as you step into the divination classroom, you feel a sense of calm and introspection wash over you. The walls of the classroom are adorned with tapestries depicting ancient sages and wise seers. Each one bearing the mark of the School of Divination. In the center of the room stands a large wooden table upon which rests a variety of magical tools and instruments. The students' desks are actually not there, and instead there are just pillows strewn around the floor with the tapestries sort of looping over to sort of have this blanket fort effect. And the class, there are just these like floating, the tapestries are like looping up into the center, and then there's a hole where you just see the sky, and then there's all these different, like, as if almost starlight was falling in, just all these different orbs coming down. In the center of the room, you see a fawn who has brown fur on their bottom half with very distinct hooves, a wrap around their chest, and then extremely long white hair covering their eyes going all the way down to the ground. She is holding a staff that has a vulture on it and has these long tufted twirling horns with like black ichor coming all across and along her hands.
That's really cool.
Oh, classroom. How are you all doing?
I mean, there's a lot of stairs, I gotta say.
I am the future. What do you see when you look into the sky? Oh, you have a cloud. And she just gets like very close. What does your cloud see? Does it know your future? What does it predict? Does it help? How? And starts like inspecting and beginning to pull it apart. Tell me.
Stop, please. I'm not keen on that.
The cloud.
Don't poke and prod my cloud.
The cloud starts crying.
And shock.
She starts crying.
Oh, the clown would definitely start crying and get scared and try to hide.
It's okay. I don't know what she sees. She's a cloud.
She knows stuff. Is she telling you she's passing on the information?
She's crying right now.
Right. Man, they always cry on the first day. Hey.
There's a board on the wall. Stays. Student last cried.
Yeah.
She had one. She ropes it off with plus 0. This is teacher. Alrighty, are there any future seers? Does anyone feel like they've connected into the divination and divine arts?
Honestly, never tried. Willing to try.
Okay. Well,
I'm
it's not really,
curious.
it sort of just comes to you. It's not really something that gets developed.
Ah. Well,
Yeah.
is there only one way to find out? Now is to try, or is it just
How do I know? Maybe I just was like,
know?
I thought I was guessing really good.
Okay, this isn't really like an open conversation situation.
Okay.
Do you ask a question?
Alrighty, what instrument would we be interested in trying out first? We have the tea leaves, the orbs, we can even summon the night sky and tell us what we want from the stars or clouds.
Maybe.
What are we interested in?
Older orbs, but
You want it?
That's it. Like, I'm just going on. Yeah, I think I would be the same. Just going on pure, basic, wizardry. Just
Everyone wants to play with the orbs, okay. And she like pulls off a massive blanket of one orb, and then she like stays where she's standing, and then like points over, and her nail just grows to the point, and then touches it, and as she does, it begins to come out these beads of light, and then the lights come over and land in your hands, and then you find that you've got an orb in your hand.
yeah. Whoa.
Did it look like just a glass?
Yeah. Cool. So
We
as
don't
the
these ones.
as the orb lands in each of your hands,
No
yours
problem.
begins to turn green on the inside and looks like one of your acidic potions. Yours turns red and looks like a fireball about to explode. Yours is like summoning a storm right inside.
Sick.
And yours begins to harden and crack and turn into a really thick rock. And as she looks at it, she's like, that one might be difficult to get stuff from, but we will try.
Okay.
I believe in you. Just kidding, you can't do
You
it.
can read, maybe you can read rocks like you can read tea leaves. Maybe
No,
it'll be a
that's stupid.
little- I need you to.
Hi, Howard.
I know. Like,
You
I
can
will do
get
this.
stuff from crystals. Maybe if you're a crystal genasi, then that's something I could work with.
I've never heard of pistols genasi's, but
yeah.
Obviously,
Judgmental.
you haven't been searching and widening your
God.
depths.
Are you okay, Malia?
She's just being really mean.
I think that is the reason why the
Yeah.
crying sign is up. It's like
What sick five decided in all the teachers' rooms they're gonna have like their biggest fault displayed on the wall.
No matter, I was just pissed off.
That's the tone.
Yeah.
What does Lucian's orb look like?
His is like a fireball about to explode, but like a really deep red one,
Cool.
matching your the color of your staff.
Yeah.
oh, very cool.
Cool. I like your rock.
I like it too.
Alrighty, my children, look in, find out your own future, and tell me, what do you see? Cool. So,
Alicia's like, this is not really my
I want to roll
forte as
good on this so fucking bad.
just to prove this teacher, hey, one teacher had to be an arsehole.
No, it's very funny. I mean,
It's great.
Classic. Okay, cool. I will take Arcana, History, Insight, Religion, or Survival.
we don't know what we're adding to that.
Just let me know what you'll be rolling, and I'll let you.
I will go Arcana.
+1.
But
Okay,
at the
so-
same time, we're rolling.
So Arcana.
History, insight. Oh, I'll do Arcana, history, insight, investigation,
Ooh.
perception, religion, survival.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do
Right.
history.
Can I change it to investigation then? Because I haven't done that yet.
+1. History.
Because of the past and the magic that we used
Oh, I
to
like
do.
that. You'll get a +1 from your cloud helping because
Yeah.
it's sort of like she's sort of like almost in it, like
Yeah.
just very intent on looking at
+1.
So I have a rock, so I'm gonna try and like mold earth and like chisel it a bit, and like knock it in certain places to try and make it form an image.
Okay, that's really cool. Add a +1 to that. But are you rolling for anything in particular?
Would that be like Arcana? Because I'm using
That would be nature.
nature. All right, let's do nature. I don't have. I would have plus nature. No way.
But you're working with your element.
You
Yeah.
are nature.
Yeah, so you get a +2. Well, like I'd say you have a plus if like sort of like rangers in their favorite terrain.
Cool. Dope.
So
I'll take it. Hell yeah.
Sabi is trying to read the swirls inside here because in the same way like she watches potions to be like okay, and it's turning, and now's the perfect time to add more stupid ingredients. So is used to watching a potion intently to try to it's like a really well timed recipe. So it's just kind of like watching the swirls in the same way that you would watch a potion. So I don't know, Arcana. Does that sound like Arcana? I mean, like, what is potion?
Alrighty, what do we get?
11.
11
Ooh.
on
Not bad.
investigation.
Investigation.
Very good.
12 on history.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Yes, I needed you to go good.
Nice.
Okay.
10.
5, 6,
10 on nature.
6. Oh.
And 6.
and 6.
10 though. That's good.
Yeah.
It's passed.
I think
Shut
it's
up,
correct.
mate. Shut
But
up.
it was bad at that.
Yeah,
Sabi
like,
starts to shake it really hard, like even like low to it, but just like it's like this is a nice relaxing swirls. What would it look like if I shook it really hard?
Alright. So Gareth, keeping in mind that it was an 11,
yes.
what
yeah.
did you see?
Oh, future. Yes. Is this a future we want, or is it the future we think is going to happen?
I think a future that could happen.
Could happen.
Yeah, so the problem is about knowing your future is either you steer towards it or you try and steer away from it. So it's always the way I'm sort of viewing future in this game is it's a possibility.
Okay. You would see like Lucian in like his late teens, and he's got finery on him, like a robe and stuff like that. You can see there's a badge in his uniform. It might be prefect, might be head prefect, but it's kind of hard to see. But he's in a room by himself, and like you can hear people having fun in the outside and stuff like that. But he's just in a place all alone.
Get this boy to the secret bed.
Yeah, but that's kind of makes sense because it's like he's like it's something he kind of wants because it's
Oh yeah.
his goals are thin, but what are the costs of the goals?
No, I get
Yeah,
it.
so when he sees that, what's going on? That's
Well, he sees the badge, and there's like a pride in him. He's like, yes, I succeeded. I did something. I got to that point, but then he just sees no one around him celebrating, and he can hear the celebrating. So he's a bit hurt at that. Like he thought someone would be there, at least one person.
you hear in the back of your mind as you're sort of like inspecting it as if the orb was talking to you, and it says, you know, to get to prefect, you have to be voted in. And in order to be voted in, people have to like you. And in order for people to like you, you need to socialize with them. You need, if you want to get there, doing it by yourself will not give you exactly what you want.
Is it popularity for head prefect.
I don't know about your schools, but my schools was voted for.
Yeah,
Okay.
mine was popularity. And now it's popularity.
No,
for sure.
Oh,
And then-
I've heard like class,
Yeah.
like rep ones. I thought, but like
All that
grade-
was
grade-
popularity.
So basically, it'll be like popularity to get in, and the teachers choose head boy and girl.
Okay.
So she's also talking about
Mm.
you'll have to socialize not only with the teachers but the students
Sure.
as
Okay.
well.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. Lucian was just like,
Yeah. Is that okay?
yeah, that's fine.
So
That's perfectly fine.
All right, Molly.
I see the future type of thing, of being at home and teaching people back into the magic and everything, and showing that we can do both melee and magic at the same time. And she's like, you see her eyes kind of glowing white as well, and just being really happy with what's around her.
Okay. You have a long journey ahead. And I think it'll be easier for you to accept your goal if you accept yourself more. You will be more powerful if you embrace it rather than sort of shunning it away and taught. If you're feeling a particular emotion, then it's okay to feel that.
Okay.
But you will never really be able to convince your family to turn towards magic.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
There. How these teachers are happy.
I'm thinking mine's going to be slightly happier.
Oh!
Hey, what did you roll? Yes.
I know.
Now, before we do yours, Darby, as you're looking at it, as you shake it, your hands slip and it just full on breaks.
But can Savi see something bad? No, all good. It's just
It's-
breaks.
When it breaks, like the fluid.
It's a fail, which means like there's no even chance of success, and the success would be seeing something. So I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
Damn it, the one thing about it.
Yeah. The one thing I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, Christian.
The Christian, he sees himself, with his two swords out, fighting in a way that looks very beautiful and pretty and fluid, almost like he's dancing.
Nice.
And he's very confused by that.
Oh,
Kind of like Rasputin.
Sorry?
Kind of like Rasputin, how he like dances and fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So-
Yeah.
or is it sort of
What?
like Lou Wilson and
I don't know. What do you?
He's Dimension? I just forgot about that arc that he had. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Mhm.
Alright. He's dancing, he's fighting. How did he, so he's confused about it.
Well, he feels confused currently about what he's seeing.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
Ah, so this is a side that you are currently unaware of. I think that you should join the text class. I think it will unlock a new side in you that you are unaware of. There's nothing wrong with trying to do basketball and theatre, Troy.
He's like, oh, I'm good at sports, but so can like I do dancing? Is that allowed?
It's a high school musical.
Oh, yeah.
We get a scene of Lucian singing really emotionally in a hallway that's
Oh
like
my God.
turning. I don't know, and that's all we can sing legally.
You need to accept this part of yourself and not worry about judgment from others, because they will continue to judge you until you accept yourself, until they see it the true way. Dance like that was
Jeez, are we gonna be
this guy.
Self-help warm. I'm upset.
Yeah, this is the secret. Guys, no.
I would
I would be
judge it
so
after
pissed.
you.
Not me. Zabi would be.
Yeah, that's fair.
I have a quick question. So, in the orb, was it just a glass orb that looked like it had like swirly liquid in it, and now that it's shattered, it's glass shards, or was there like a liquid inside?
There's no liquid inside. As soon as it like dropped out of your hand, it went back to normal glass.
Regardless, Zabi scoops up some shards
There.
for her, various pouches.
As you go to do that, no.
Can I just slide a hand check?
Against a seer.
Hey, why not? What if what if I roll
Roll.
really good?
Come on.
I want some glass.
I know, but there's a reason.
2 6s and 6.
Nice.
That is a critical success for the doubles for the DC.
Oh my god, that is.
I get some glass. I get much glass I want.
What time did
I
you
see
run
the
out?
future, and the future, it turns out actually that it was a successful future seeing for me because I seen the future of I will have broken glass, and I got broken glass immediately.
Until you
Oh.
find out she's a divination wizard. It's like, no, yeah, she rolled 2. It's like, you bastard.
Sorry for screaming, but I got
No,
really
no.
excited
That
about
was
it.
good. That was a good thing to be excited about. I do love you're so stealthy. You beat a person who sees the future.
So good.
So, you guys begin to wrap up class, and as you wrap up class, you see the divination, Zabi, you see the divination professor, like putting orbs, like absorbing orbs back into the middle one, and
Oh, I'm stealing back her orb.
Oh, yes.
counting. She's like, okay, 1, 2, 3. And is aware that one's missing and begins to really stress out.
Now, what if I didn't take the whole? I'm not saying the whole orb, but like I'm like just some like this like a little small handful, little baby Zabi handful. So it definitely wasn't all the glass because obviously I got a double 6. I'm
Yeah.
smart. I know that would be noticed. So I'm like just like a little
Can't
scooping.
mend it if it's not all there.
So
Yeah. So then she would find a like half broken, be looking around like crazy for the rest of the pieces and really stressing out about it.
You can cause an anxiety. Nice.
I
Insight check.
He might be the one to
Yes.
cry today.
Yeah.
do I add anything to insight? Because I got a good insight before.
Before as in,
I incited really good on the lich. So do I add anything to the insight?
Yeah.
no, just more in general if you were good at insight.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
just didn't know. I was checking how the system worked. Okay. 9.
9.
Yeah.
Look, you look back at this teacher and you sort of remember the vibes of the other teachers, and they all have this stress about them. And originally, when you first thought about it, you thought, maybe it's just first day nerves. But as you're watching this teacher go through the room, really pushing to find remnants of something that you thought would be very replaceable, it just sort of sticks in your mind.
What's this teacher's name again?
This is, I don't believe I said, my
Yeah.
bad. Her name is Davina.
Davina. Like Professor Davina or just
Yeah.
Davina?
She's Davina.
Zabi's like fully like in the doorway, looks back, sees this.
You also remember that the necromancy professor was going through her supply closet.
Like she thought things had been going missing from her closet.
You rolled a 9, so that's not a full success.
Okay, all right, but I
it's just
remember
like,
that-
It's two instances in a row of like
Okay. I go like I walk
teachers
back.
double
I
checking
walk back.
resources.
I walk back down.
No stealing shit.
Intriguing.
I walk back down. Is a 9 enough for me to be like the teachers, the double checking resources interesting? Like, does Zabi know that?
that would be up to you in terms of whether Darby thinks that that's interesting or not. Her attention gets split so oftenly, but as someone who's actively collects resources,
I think it is relatable in a way.
yeah, like if any of your stuff went missing.
Yes. So I think Darby notes it. Darby walks back down and goes back to where she was sitting, and as if she forgot something, and sort of makes a show of picking something up off the ground near her chair, and then also goes, oh, there's some glass here. Did you miss this piece of glass?
And you see just this massive sigh of relief and colour start to return. Ah, thank you so much, Zabi. I'm sorry if I was a little bit rude earlier. Just divination teachers get picked on a lot.
Oh, that's not nice. I mean, I had fun with the orb. I'm sorry I broke it.
It's fine. People sort of take my class as a bludge. So
I would
try and weed
never
out
bludge.
the people, the incapable at the beginning.
Well, I'm coming back. So,
I'm keen to. Did you want to try again?
with the orb?
Yeah, just give me a moment. And she very carefully fixes it and is mending it to the exact, and is so anal almost about where these pieces are going to make.
I'm really imagining the door
100%.
from Monsters Inc. When they push that last shard in and it perfectly fits. Okay. Zabi holds it and really tries to think with intent, a very maybe a real sincerity that she did not.
So the teacher's gonna help you a little bit with it.
Ooh.
So okay, he's
This is my reward.
clear your mind and think and goes through the process.
I'm gonna
So
fail this.
add a extra d6 for advantage.
An extra D6. Oh,
That's what d6 is. Advantage in this system is
I
considered.
didn't know we had that.
Yeah.
Okay, 6, 4. That's a 1. So we're just gonna ignore that one. Is that what we do?
I didn't get that from advantage. No, I guess you get to add it all together.
Oh, okay. So it's 6 and
11?
5 is 11. Yeah. Oh my god. Divination.
So I'm gonna consider this just a basic pass.
For an 11.
I got a limit.
No. Yes. Yes, same pass as the others. Malia got a double. Well, sorry.
No.
It makes sense back here. Alright.
Oh, good. Yeah. No. Whatever.
What does Zabi see?
And so it has to be something that we want, or just a future in general.
A future object.
Do you want the dramatic answer?
Good, yes.
Excellent. Even in her sincerity, Zabi is still a bit yay, funny orb. And in what Zabi sees is, it's, if it was a movie, it's shot very dramatically, and it's her parents coming home from, a gala, and, opening the door, and, screaming and running away, and it cuts to, an even more... your aunties where there's the human looking ones and then the very snake looking ones. It's a very snake looking Zabi, hunched in a room, and it's shot like a horror movie. And Zabi just interesting. Maybe slightly triggered by the visit to the guidance counselor and be you're not fucked up. And Zabi had to think for exactly 3 seconds about anything. And
so as you see that, you hear, this could be you, if you want it to be, but I think you need to find out what you actually want for yourself, accept your true nature, even though you've been sort of shunned against for it. And if you're not happy with yourself, do something about it.
Zabi just very delicately hands the orb back to Davinia's
Where'd you go?
seen something. Scary stuff. Is that usual? Is that normal?
Well, it sort of depends on what was going on in your mind.
Zabi's you ever seen this? Do you know the secret guidance counselor?
I know of him. I haven't seen him myself. Well, I haven't seen him in person.
So I had the secret guidance counselor on my mind, and from there, maybe the things that I would have talked to the secret guidance counselor about. So you can imagine where maybe it was not the best headspace to be holding an orb. I should have thought about like a really cool robot I wanted to make.
I think you saw what you needed to see.
I have to say, it's class rules. This is really good.
Think you can spread the word.
I will. I'm gonna be like, you can look into an orb. Apparently, we can summon the night sky. Next time, I'm going for that answer. And then Zabi runs back and is like, wow. That's great. This stuff is great. Don't steal from that teacher. It stresses her out. I'll be like, you stole from the teacher?
Yeah.
Yes, obviously.
From steel teeth from powerful mages.
Oh yeah, the necromancy teacher also seemed to be like sort of stressed out about inventory. Do you think that's weird?
Yes.
Cool.
Could
Just
mean
checking.
that
Just a vibe check. Do we think that's weird? Yes.
I would say so.
if it's happening to multiple teachers, it can mean that some students or something else is taking others they shouldn't be taking.
If we see a third teacher nervously rummaging through a cupboard, we will consider it an official pattern.
Sounds like a plan.
We'll copyright it.
Alrighty.
TM.
So, as you guys walk out of the classroom, everyone roll me a perception check.
Any pluses?
4. I don't see anything.
6, I don't see anything.
9.
No.
We are all very not looking at things.
So, you guys are sort of just like messing around and talking and bump into the back of the rest of the students who just sort of are standing there absolutely like solid. And
Anything from?
Wait, like unnaturally so?
as in like they've just stopped and like their eyes are sort of glazed over. And then as you sort of look up, you yourself become rigid and eyes glazed over. And something takes over your body. And you, as a set of students, all start walking.
What?
What
We
class are
can't
we
talk. Can we
going
talk
to?
to anything?
No, because you're sort of like,
We're like incapacitated.
Illegal?
as you enter the enchantment classroom,
Oh, that's a German.
you are enveloped in a sense of calm and serenity.
Okay,
The
at least we got the calmness.
It's lit with a warm golden glow, and the air is filled with the gentle sound of flowing water and soothing music. The walls are draped in soft flowing fabrics of different shades of green and blue with intricate patterns etched in the stone. And the desks are arranged in a semicircle around a raised platform with the teacher's podium. Standing at the teacher's podium is Bellona Labyrinth, a Medusa. She has her hair is in a bun and all wrapped up, and then wrapped up, but then she has 2 braids of snakes coming down, and they are not dead, and those snakes are also blindfolded.
Oh, they have tiny blindfolds?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And she's got like
Probably
pale green skin and sort of wearing like those Greek goddess sort of white robes.
Yeah, cool.
And as you come in, sit at your chair, you feel a relief and movement comes back to you.
Holy shit.
Hello, students. I am Professor Labyrinth, and I am your enchantment professor. As you just experienced, enchantment can be very powerful. I didn't want you to get lost, and this was the easiest way for me to get you here. Welcome to my class.
Thing? That's probably the most terrifying.
The scariest thing we've all experienced. Like,
Yeah.
Just when I'm able to do anything, you're like not sure what the hell's going on.
Control the people. Very useful.
Sabi's in a great headspace to meet the snake teacher, by the way. It's
Oh,
really good. It's really good.
She like, sort of like acknowledges you're present and gives you a little nods, and so do the two snakes by her.
I nod, and so does Damson.
All right. Now, and then she looks at Serena. Some of you may find enchantment sort of a natural ability. Others are definitely interested in controlling and manipulation of other people, and like nods towards the Iron House.
I was gonna say, it looks directly at Lucian.
Play it Lucian, like, because it's sort of like all of them.
It's all of them, yeah. Enchantment is very neutral.
We look at him.
And others sort of use it in a way of calming and support for the general masses through spells like calm emotions and suggestion. Was anyone's first magical experience anything to do with enchantment? I imagine evocation based.
Yeah. Lucian nods at evocation.
Excellent. How about we try
Though
a
he was
basic one? This spell is called Encode Thoughts. This is perfect for when you walk out of the classroom and forget everything I said. You can pull back memories, thoughts, ideas, and messages and turn them into something called a thought strand. It then becomes a weightless ribbon and moves around. And you can use this to then remember what has happened, or to put that thought out of your mind for safekeeping. Do you have feelings for someone that maybe you shouldn't? Do you know the answers and maybe you shouldn't? Did you do something you feel bad about and want to get rid of that guilt? It's the very easy way. But I would say that tampering with your brain isn't something I would recommend doing too often. If you have an important memory, myself, my mother who passed, I have kept special memories of her away in jars so that when I need to remember her and come back to the most purest form of her memory, I can look back onto it and do it. Now, everyone, please put your arcane focus to your head.
in cane form. He will lift up the staff and all the time.
Like,
Alrighty.
Also, like, you're like 12-year-olds. Do you want to feel guilt anymore? Do you want to stop feeling guilt? 12-year-olds who just, like, do not have that, like,
I would like to note that maybe you should just don't pull a memory about forget like where your memories are placed. You know, that's happened before.
Okay.
Alright. Now everyone, you can either think about the vagueness of the memory that you're trying to summon, or you can just forcefully pull it out. Oh no. Or you can just... What have I forgotten? What is that theatre that begins with an S that stars with Bigby? Alright, now 3, 2, 1, pull it out. Alright, everyone roll me 2d6, and then we will all be doing add a +1 because you're using your arcane purposes.
13?
Wait!
6 magically to 8.
Oh, 6, no.
Or double 6.
No, no.
Yeah, double 6.
So this one.
Right,
Yeah.
I'll do the math
That's
there.
it.
How'd you go?
11.
11.
Double 5s.
Nice.
Oh, doubles.
10.
I'm 10 as well.
Oh, shit, everyone conceded.
Yeah.
We're all so good at brainwashing ourselves.
I haven't thought of anything though, so I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Oh, right. Okay, then I can come to
Yeah.
you last. Who would like to say
I'll
what
go
memory?
first if they're happy.
Good person.
Is it something we want to keep safe, or is it something we just want to get rid
Either or.
of? Lucian will pull the memory of his 5th birthday when he was presented with Valkyrie, his
Oh.
Vanarho, and one of the only gifts he got that was not study based. So he'll pull that, keep it safe.
So you guys see that you all have like these really ornate sort of jars on the table in which you place the memory in, and as you like lock in the jar, as the light begins to glow, you just see in some of the shimmering the memory play out on loop, just ever so faintly. You can't see each other's, but you can see yours. Who wants to go next?
Zabi, the first time Zabi ever cast poison spray was at a gala that she was forced to go to, and was in like a big super puffy dress, and somebody, like another child there, maybe not Lucian, or maybe it was Lucian. I'll let you decide if you were the child in this memory. So a non-specific rich child insulted Zab, like 6-year-old Zabi, and it was so Zabi in retaliation cast poison spray for the first time, like did the whole and like, because you know she couldn't make poison, like she's venomous, but the actual magic spell of like making more of it, she did that to a child that insulted her at a party. So would you like that to be you, or
What type of insult?
I don't know, like just
Like your appearance, insult about your appearance, or insult?
not necessarily, maybe just was anything. It could have been like, you're hanging around. You're green. What are you doing under that table? Are you making us stupid? It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter because 6-year-olds say stupid things.
Yeah, I
And
don't think
How
you
about
will.
Francis?
Francis, maybe.
Yeah.
Francis.
Francis is my older cousin.
I didn't kill you. I definitely put acid on your older cousin.
Francis would have definitely made
Is
fun of
Francis
the way you...
the one that you were like is a prefect?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So basically,
So-
he's the guy I'm compared to.
Yeah, so you sort of
we're gonna bond
remind
over this later.
remember this kid, and it's like, why am I getting these bad vibes from Lucian? And then you remember, like, as you pull out the memory and like sort of re-go through it as it exits your mind, you remember a kid very young who pissed you off.
Yeah,
that
older
looked
than me.
an awfully
Yeah,
lot like
Maybe
Yeah.
like a little bully shove.
and he's like
Yeah, he would've
quite
been like
tall
9
for
or
his
something like that,
age
yeah.
because he's what, 5 years older?
5 years older than us.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So he's 11.
like 11-year-old bullying a 6-year-old snake
Yeah.
child. Like
Yeah, he definitely would have bullied you because you're a
excellent.
snake child.
I like this even better than if it was you. Now,
Yeah.
because Sally pulls it out. One, because it's like maybe like not the. It's kind of a mixed emotions memory because it's like I did a cool thing. Also, that guy sucked, and kind of wanted to show people later. Be like, look at the time that I put poison on this guy, and so pulls it out and it's like, that guy looks like Lucian. I'm gonna discuss this with Lucian later.
Amazing.
You think Lucian's bad? Lucian's
Fantastic.
like not the line. So Francis is the actual
Yeah.
line of Mordecai.
Ooh,
So yeah, he's like 10 times worse than me.
fantastic. We're gonna
Very snobby, very political.
I'm gonna show you the memory later. Just only put it on something.
So it goes in the jar
Oh, in the jar. Yes.
and then reflects and replays.
Ooh, cute.
So you can, as you sort of look at it and like while it's in your hand, you sort of can intentionally show other people. Like if you're holding it and then they hold it, then you're sharing it together. But by itself,
By itself,
it's just you.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah. Christian.
Okay. I think Christian would probably pull out his first time during when he was like doing sports and whatnot, like running, that he innately cast spells. So I think for this one it would be suddenly he got a lot quicker and was able to run a lot faster. Which was just very obviously enchanted, and like just shot past, like when he was like a bit behind, he just went whoosh, and like kind of started beating everyone. I probably got disqualified from it or something. So yeah, that one's Put in the jar.
And
I think of a time when I first did magic. Like I snapped my fingers and a bit of lightning shot up at me and cut my face a little. I was with my grandma and like we were happy, and then she's also like, oh my god, you're hurt type of thing, but we were really happy at the time, so yeah, I pulled that out just to see that again.
yeah, and like really enjoyed the part with your grandma sort of slows down a little bit, so
Yeah.
you just get to see her for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So as your memories sort of sit in the jar playing back, and there's this really introspective vibe around everyone, just in this either like really happy, or some people are crying and they're not touching their jar, and they're almost like, because the memory's been pulled out and they're not touching their jar, they've forgotten completely what memory they've lost, and they just have this innate sense of like they don't know why they're crying, but they are. Yeah, from the teachers, Jason's crying.
Yeah, Jason's crying. No.
No, I think
No, this
they're
will be
just like
Accidental petrification.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's sad.
Too sad.
Or David's memories lost.
Yeah, I'm gonna there's memories lost, but it's not all about memories. So.
No, some kid decided not to jump.
So as you guys sit, if you want to put the memory back in, all you have to do is open your jar, really look at your memory and analyze it again, and if you're willing to accept this as part of yourself again, then it will go back in and your jar will be empty.
Okay.
Oh, I absolutely want that memory back.
Yeah, Lucian will. It's one of his only good memories, so he'll put it back in.
I first run over to, well, probably sitting close together. I'm like, Lucian, I just need you to look at this first, because I need you to tell me who this guy is. You gets one of your hands and puts it on the jar and is like,
Lucian remembers the gala. And it's probably like, it's one of his other good memories.
funny.
Yeah, so it would have been like, I was like, you see that, and like in the distance, he remembers it's just like this little fake girl that's like throwing acid at his cousin.
And your cousin would have had like an acid burn on his face for like a week or something.
And he was like such a little bitch of like, oh my god, like.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely did the whole Draco hippogriff thing.
Yeah,
Of,
yeah.
like little scratches.
Oh,
Yeah,
fucking chicken.
couldn't lost my heart.
So yeah, that checks you, and then after showing you, absorbs it.
He would say he remembers it and tells you it's his cousin and stuff like that, and yeah, it was fist bump.
Fist bump.
So
Just join the
anyone
rest of the Mordecaians. It's something we
like,
can relate
did
to.
you take your memory? Okay.
I would take it back. Yeah.
For
Gotta have
those
evidence to check.
that are like crying, you see that they haven't taken their memory back, and she puts a piece of paper onto their desk and walks away.
Interesting.
Therapy for those children.
She also then takes the jars back as well.
Oh, that's-
What are are any of them close? Can we get like a squiz of what the paper says? Like if we do like the
Yeah, roll me a perception.
Can I join on that?
fucking dog
Whoa.
shit.
Yeah, you can.
That's a 3, my friend.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, same.
Okay. I'll pick yours.
7 with
Seven?
no bonuses.
9.
9.
No, okay,
Nice.
cool. You two, because you're sort of like sitting closer to these students, you have like you like sort of look at it and you see the words like guidance counselor.
Figures.
That makes sense.
Guidance
Yeah.
counselor, but then it's also like as you look at it a bit more intensely, it's like if you want these taken care for you, like if you want a safe place for them, we do have an on-campus area.
Okay. Let's do.
Imagine that guy who cancer goes through that stuff. You just like see all the
No,
trauma
because it's not
screens.
his hand. Like it's not his.
You have to show it to somebody.
Oh,
Yeah.
you get the shots.
Yeah.
You can't say a powerful wizard can't just look at them.
Look, a family member probably could, because then it would come back to blood magic.
Okay. So that's why the good way of the therapist is to find out all the trauma of all the kids.
Yeah.
Like, can I break into the feelings vault and just get a little squiz in there? Like, what's
Yeah.
up?
Is anyone like slightly curious of who?
Oh yeah, if it's like if you've got specific.
names. Yeah, we
yeah.
all put like, yeah, okay.
Tell me
Yeah.
which one's crying.
Uh,
And the iron house broken.
the Iron House are not broken, they stand strong. Steel also stands strong. You see Wick begins to cry, but then
Aw.
shifts very quickly to someone else,
Oh.
so that, like, it's covered.
Oh, okay. So no one knows it's him or.
They, because they don't have like an identity
Oh,
yet.
yeah, sorry.
But like, so like shifts so that the next form isn't crying.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Wick. That's my favorite.
Who else? Fry would also be crying, but is very, like, as they cry, it sort of just turns straight into steam on their very hot skin.
Oh,
You've got-
Right, is this the
the
That's the
magma.
half gymnast, the five
Half
gymnast.
Genasi, the
interesting?
hearing impaired kid.
Yeah.
Which is he's in steel too. Yeah.
And his brother Razak is, like, next to him, being like, is sort of comforting him, and also kind of like aware of maybe what it was.
Oh. Get all these because
And Koriri is crying, but he hasn't
Aw.
got. He hasn't got his jar in front of him. He's like, it's so good to see my brother.
he's like happy
Oh.
crying.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm just gonna I'm crawling into the world's me, Amy Sloan. I'm crawling in and I'm getting all these kids and I'm like, hey, how's your relationship with your parents? I'm your mother now.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you. You are all my beautiful children.
Yeah.
and then Ninx, just notably as well,
Nyx.
has like this really cheeky look on her face, whatever her memory was.
Did you take it back?
Yeah, she took it back.
What about Andif? Has he?
He's sort of very proud.
Okay, did he take the memory back?
He did.
Pretty interesting to see what.
So Fry and Wick were the only ones who didn't take their memories.
Okay.
And then, like, nameless students.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you go see? Is it personal? I don't know.
Well, kinda, but
Threw acid on
Oh my
Lucian's, Lucian's cousin.
that's pretty cool.
Gala, back when
Yeah.
we were quite young.
He was a jerk, so I put acid on. Good stuff. Memories.
It's a good memory for both of them, actually.
Right. And what was your memory?
You know my hawk, Valkyrie? And I was summoning the hawk down. It was, getting her as a birthday present.
That is very
How long have-
wholesome.
Yeah, how long have you had the hook?
Since I was 5.
Oh my gosh.
That is a long time.
Yes,
Let's have a
well,
very close bond.
we do. Most, people in my family and some of our societies get familiars quite young.
Is it like always a bird or?
Usually something special. So, Valkyrie is a Vanalco, so she's from the Fae.
Ooh.
Freya has it now.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Where's your shitty cousin hat?
Something, probably like an eagle or something like
Yeah.
royal, majestic kind of thing. That kind of vibe. They're very more political power and we're more magical. But still magical power, but that's what they've got Australia for.
And what about yourself?
That was the first time I did magic.
Me too.
Well, that's,
The
Yes.
the scar on my face is how I got it.
Oh,
how old were you when you did magic?
I'm quite young. Like 7, 8.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't remember. I know I was very young, but can't put a pinpoint on it.
It happened when I was running.
Oh, nice.
Made me go very fast. And then I got yeah, and then I got disqualified for it.
Oh, you did it in a competition.
Accidentally, yes. I was losing, and then I wanted to win.
You're losing and then you
And-
wanted to win.
Yeah.
And then you accidentally cast a
And,
spell.
and then it just happened, and I started to go very fast.
Oh. Interesting. It does seem that
Very obvious that I was cheating.
you seem to like to manipulate your own characteristics.
Yes. That is my step. Fuck. That's it.
This is not a character because Zavi doesn't know this. Was your dad at that race? Like, he doesn't know your magic, right?
No, he would know.
Oh, he knows. He just
He
doesn't.
knows this is it, but it's not
Well,
He
really-
doesn't think it's like the way forward.
Doesn't
Oh,
fit.
you would have gotten in so much trouble when you had gotten home.
Oh, I would.
Like-
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
You stopped that memory just as like shit went bad.
Probably.
He like I only remembers the good part. of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So as you guys are walking towards your next class, Razab and Fry are actively leading the way, and Razab's like, yeah, we know where this class is.
Ooh, have you been?
Zab and Fry, they're the
That's-
two fire gymnastics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Invocation?
It is the infiltration class. I
Yeah,
believe.
it's our aunt teaches the class.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Positive memory, positive relationship with aunt or negative?
Yeah, no, she's pretty cool.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to be like, it's good that aunt is.
No, it's just like embarrassing being at school with like your aunt, and your parents can like have someone actively there to check on you. And he looks over at Fry, and Fry like signs back. I agree.
Yeah, that must be so annoying when
Oh,
your
it's
parents
like-
have connections to check up on you at school.
Is Wick around?
Wick is around,
I'm like, oh Wick, sames, because Wick.
and they're like, "Yep."
Zabi introduced Wick to the fire Nazis in case they haven't met probably. Is
Yeah, they're like they sort of like look at Wick, and Wick like sort of like looks down as they have actively turned into them multiple times and like made shit confusing for the two of them.
Wick like gets embarrassed and like instead of like getting all like red in the face, like just gets like fire gymnastics like flames on their face, like
Yeah.
subtle. Sorry.
And we are not going to get exploded or fireballed or anything like that when we enter the class.
Kind of hope so.
Okay.
About time we set something on fire too.
To be honest, yeah. That would be, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
going on the premise of
think
all the
this is-
previous classes.
Yeah. As the battle mage kind of thing, and evocation, I'm guessing it's probably the most dangerous class.
Okay.
Father said it was a fun place.
Everyone get ready.
Alrighty.
Get ready.
Ready.
And
Ready.
you guys head off to your evocation class. I think that's a perfect place for us to take a break.
Amazing.
We will be back in 10 minutes. and welcome back. Thank you for joining back in. Alrighty, you bunch of hooligans. We are on our way to the evocation classroom. No D20s.
I'm just holding it.
She's like, yeah.
Not give it away.
Throw it away. Oh, don't you like how a brain is like, give me that dice, give me that dice? No. Alrighty. So, as you start walking down towards follow the twins towards the evocation, the evocation is actually its own, like, subsect building. It is distinctly put away from the main school, like still connected and still hall, but main school. So as you start walking down the hallway, you see that it's like charred, and then there are bits of ice on different sides, and it's like different like explosions and spells had gone off here. So as you enter the evocation classroom, you're immediately struck with the charred atmosphere of the room. The air is thick with a smell of ozone and crackling energy, as you see in the middle of the room a fiery woman practicing her ice spells. The walls of the classroom are lined with shields, weapons, each one of them bearing the mark of evocation. There are no desks in the room, as this is mostly a practical classroom. So she, with her hair absolutely fiery, she is floating in the air, and she lets out an ice spell and then charges it with her other hand into a lightning spell and like sends it off into the room. And so as you guys enter, it's sort of like dust. Ice shards sort of begin to snow down, but then as you look at them closely, they have little sparks of lightning flying off them.
Sick.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Hello all.
What is this?
That wasn't my intention. Oh,
There's only so many accents we can do, guys.
Yeah,
And sometimes it's just
Hey.
questions over and over again. It's just a good accent to do. That I just screwed into French, so I guess we can do more.
there wasn't any accent going on in my head.
The fire gymnastics teacher.
What is she? What is she thinking?
Like,
What kind of accent does she do? What is she like?
Yeah.
Who is she?
Who
Yeah.
is she?
So-
All about her voice.
so if you
What's the
look
core
at
aspect?
her, what she's wearing, she's got these like black sort of floaty robes, and they're sort of transparent a little bit, as her skin is very like cracked lava-esque, sort of the same way as the boys. And then like where it's see-through, you can see very distinct lines of lava moving. It's sort of in a way of like there's different marks around her wrist as if they could be bangles, and like lines down her neck as if it was necklaces, and so it's sort of like this jewel-esque way about her. And she's got very deep, piercing, pure red eyes.
That's what she's scary. She goes back from cool to scary. Scary cool.
Fun scary.
Fun scary.
Yes, that's true.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much for coming. I am Professor Flowers, and I will be your evocation professor. Now, before you even take a step further into my classroom, I need you to know that this is a classroom where people tend to get hurt. And it is dangerous. So you must be careful of your fellow student. And you must be careful and aware of what is going on around you. Distinctly and strategically, they have placed the nurse's office in between here and the main school.
Very smart.
We have droids over there. She points to like some wall forges of like or animated armor. They will take you to the nurse's office if you need, while I continue to supervise. Alrighty. Who among you found evocation to be their first magical ability.
Lucian will step forward.
Can I ask what's it mean again? Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
natural magic.
Oh, yes.
Lightning, so
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, no.
No, don't be. You're in a magic school. I should be doing things properly.
Yeah.
No.
What was the
Not
first?
me.
No, you got
Poison spray is
Conjuration, isn't it?
conjuration.
Yeah.
Very good. I see a lot of you have this capability. In fact, pretty much everyone has this capability in them. And if you don't, then generally you can dig within yourself and force it out. In fact, it can be quite powerful that way, but also very, very dangerous. Evocation can be controlled through your emotions, and if you are not in sound mind while casting a spell, you can lose control over it and dangerously not only hurt yourself, but hurt others. I will point this out, but if you have a look at my skin, you can see that there are cracks in it. This isn't from the nature of my environment. This is from magic going wrong, as it physically forces itself out of my body, causing me great harm. I don't think you guys want to know what it's like to self-combust from the inside.
Doesn't sound fun, no.
I'm gonna make an insight to see the way she's talking. Kind of makes it sound like she's a sorcerer.
Ah!
Which Lucian would connect with.
Yeah, so
The way she's talking about like the magic coming from within instead of something that's learnt and that. So I was just wondering if I can make a Arcana or Insight or anything.
let's do an Arcana Insight, and I'll give you a +2.
Insight.
I think I found an accent. I'm very happy with
Nice.
it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's kind of German,
Oh, I don't know.
There's a-
like troll line.
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking like borderline Northern Scottish in there.
It's definitely
It's just like if it's like a
European.
yeah, a German and a Scottish person had a kid.
But it came in the nice way.
Yeah.
No, it's very good.
So thanks.
+2.
+2, yeah.
12.
12. Very nice. So that was Arcana and Insight. Okay, I can give you one. Would you prefer Arcana or would you prefer Insight?
I would go Arcana because it's like it is that sorcery type thing. So yeah.
Amazing. Yes, as you have a look at her and look at the way she's sort of moving about in her body, you can tell that she is a phoenix sorcerer.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Lucian will definitely feel like a connection with his teacher because like, most of the teachers we've met are probably doing wizards and stuff like that. And the way they kind of talk, it's all knowledge and learning and stuff like that. But yeah, having someone who talks about like the magic going from within, especially since he hasn't had anyone like that in his life so far, is quite nice. Oh,
So
Dude.
he's not an asshole, but he is.
you can also tell that she's very powerful and obviously fire-based, but has able to control other elements.
Yeah.
Which is like, she's quite up there.
Oh yeah, like he is definitely quite good. I found my mentor kind of thing. Doesn't help that she's a battle mage, so she's like, yes. What? I say power, you say battle mage.
Okay. Now, I understand that maybe each of you have different elements in which you find useful or powerful. So, one by one, you tell me what element you think comes most naturally to you, and if you can't choose one, then I will help. And then I will teach you your first spell to do with that element. Oh, so she spends the next hour this class is like an extended period and it's sort of like pushing into lunch, but she's going around the room very distinctly, one by one, and sort of like really checking in with students. A lot of the other teachers have sort of been quite, hands off, or just do it.
Yeah.
But she's like,
Well, this is the one that can definitely get you.
yeah, she's very distinct of like, I'm with you, therefore you do it and practice, and then when I walk away from you, like stop doing it completely. Like you can practice moves and movements, but do not let it out. Ooh, very like supervised. And you see the other there are like in the ceiling you see that there are multiple sort of phoenixes, and you can tell that they're phoenixes by their fiery tail and feathers dropping down and landing on the ground and sort of sparking into ash, but they're supervising the room and just making sure that things are under control. And the Warforgers are sort of moving around and like imitating her voice of like different techniques that you can try out.
Cool.
She's like 80 students in one classroom is like a lot to handle, so she's got a lot of support here. Alrighty, yeah, one by one, what is your element?
So when she comes over to Lucian, he'll like draw down to himself and remember his first time, and then he'll bring his hands up and they'll be sheathed in blue flames, and he'll say "fuck."
And it sort of like comes naturally to you. He's
Yeah.
like, I like this very much.
Yeah.
We have two options. You don't seem to be someone to me that likes to take it easy.
Never do.
So first I will give you the option of burning hands. But I'd like to push you even further and see if you have the capability of scorching ray.
He's already mastered Firebolt, and it's kind of along the same lines as projectiles. This is multiple, so we'll definitely go for one. She's kind of challenged him a little bit in the way she just said that. So it was like definitely scorching ray. Yeah, so he definitely goes for it, and he'll muster up all the energy, but instead of like doing normal hand signs, he will just like throw the magic out of it.
Oh, that's cool. So as she sort of goes around one by one, she like brings up her hands, and as she does, sort of like batting cages almost appear. And so you guys are in this little stalls that have like a dummy to practice on, so that if anything was to go wrong, it's sort of protected.
Yeah.
All right, Malia, what are you thinking?
Lightning, thunder.
Excellent. Ooh. Do you use a weapon?
Yes.
Excellent.
I kind of like show off my spear a little. I'm like, this.
I'm sorry. It obviously was a rhetorical question.
Yeah, of course you do.
I would like to see you cast Thunder Smite.
Roll for that, yeah.
We'll come back to it in a second. This spell gives you the ability to enhance your strikes as you attack and deal extra damage. You can also push your enemies away. It's a really fun one. Christian?
Yeah,
Excellent.
things like that. Mud, stone.
Was it something rocks?
Now we could do an earth tremor if you are interested.
It sounds alright.
I think that looks to be the best for you.
Amazing.
But I would like... I know this is your first day, but I'm going to set you a challenge. No, your first day. Is it?
Okay.
I'd like to set you a challenge. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
Obviously, earth comes very natural for you, but I'd like you to dig deeper than stone and to start to begin to connect with the roots in your system.
Okay.
Think about nature. There are a lot of powerful spells, like grasping vine, or even wall of sand, in which you can not only manipulate the stone and the rocks, but manipulate the elements that seem to be mixed within it.
That sounds amazing.
We will start at the beginning.
Okay. No problem.
Hello. Ooh. Interesting. So you seem to use evocation in what you do, but not in evocation as your main source.
I don't really know. I don't really know what element I do. Mostly, she like demonstrates very quickly, like acid, like the poison spray. Like, I can do this. I don't think that's an element. Because this is conjuration. I learned that the other day. But I do. Oh, maybe I do have a lot of liquids. What's the potion bottle? No, so water.
I would like to propose these none
That's so exciting.
and all of those. By a sense of mercury, I believe that this spell is perfect for you. Come with here.
What is?
This spell is called Chaos Bolt.
Oh,
I do not normally teach this because it is very hard to control. But I think for you, not controlling this spell would be the best way for you to cast it.
I think this teacher looks at me and was like, "This one, I'm gonna teach the dangerous spell too." I was like so excited, like,
Yeah,
chaos is an element.
this room itself is like bigger than the
Yeah.
music room. Like it is really
Like a
stretched
stadium,
out.
like-
yeah. So it's sort of like as those stalls get put up, there's like a distinct, like it's a whole like almost cricket length between you and the dummy that you're facing.
I suppose that when you suggested Earth Tremor, when you said Earth Tremor for Christian,
Oh.
I was like, this must be a pretty big room.
Yeah. And like Thunderwaves, the tree home, so it's like they're like carved into the hell of this mountain.
Hell yeah.
Which is why like
You know the D&D movie, you had to have the maze.
yeah.
Doesn't matter if like the walls going up.
Oh, I love that. That's really
It's like
good.
this giant arena, and there's just like walls.
Yes, my dear, of course. Chaos and destruction. What do you think evocation is?
I mean, I just got to magic school, so I gotta be honest, a lot of these words are brand new to me. So,
I am so sorry. A
no,
lot
no,
of
no,
us
don't be sorry.
tend to work here. We just are under the presumption.
You're a very magical person. I get it.
No, but like, you know, your first years, we should work down a little bit towards your nature. I am terribly sorry. Okay, now, I need you to be aware of what the spell is capable of, so that if you accidentally create something different, it is wrong.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
Ooh, new. Okay, we look at acid, fire, cold, force, lightning, poison, psychic, thunder.
Okay.
Careful of psychic. Psychic is very difficult. It can sometimes implode back onto yourself.
So I pick one of those, or it happens random?
It happens. But if you get something, if you do get acid in the spell, it is not supposed to happen.
Okay. Okay, yes. Alright. No acid. Psychic, scary. Got it. Internalized.
Alrighty, my students. Let's see what you are capable of. Okay, now, we will do 2d6. But we shall do a third d6 because you are working within your elements, and add a +1.
We're all gonna do so well. Like,
I was not thinking about that on this class. This is my character.
yeah, I'm gonna do one at a time too. Okay. Alright.
Oh, last one let you down.
It did.
Is it taking the highest or plus one together?
Okay. These green dice. No, there's something to do with it either. These are the two that rolled double six. Should be trusted. I'm gonna buy loaded dice.
I
If
thought
anyone sees me coming in with a plain black dice, don't trust me.
you're going to go to Manic Orb. They went, and they made chaos, but I'm like, no, that's right. She doesn't control shit.
I was looking through for everyone else, and then I was like, okay, so arcane for Zabi.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's
Alrighty.
that's not a failure.
It's again another sheet. Okay. The shit.
15.
Holy.
Oh,
I mean, it tracks. Sometimes the dice tells a story they need to tell.
Plus one, is it? Yeah. 15.
Yeah.
Tick, tick, tick. Molly, 10. Very good.
That's my helmet. I was willing to say, if I roll low enough. I literally thought that was a 3, because the blue's quite dark on it. I was like,
Daddy?
oh, that's only 12. I picked up like, no, it's fine, cool.
Alrighty. Zabby, please roll me a D100.
Okay.
And, so, first, roll me a
Eight?
D8.
Oh, so many dice. Okay, so alright. That's an 8, yes. D8 first, that's a 4.
Oh, good.
And then a D100.
Yeah.
41.
Alright, so you guys hear from the back just this massive, like, impact, and, like, as you go and check it out, you do not see Zabi. But instead, you see a potted plant.
Oh, excellent.
We're gonna take a, like, Venus flytrap.
Yes!
And so you just see, like,
Beat me,
Venus one.
Seymour.
you hear Zabi's voice, like,
Hey, did I get shorter? Did I get shorter? Oh, and also, like, Dampton is there, like, but wrapped around me and, like, relatively a lot bigger. I'm like, Dampton got really big and I got really small. What happened?
I'll just laugh. You know how they've got all the little burn things on it? But they're just all fangs.
Yeah. Got snake fangs.
It's just
yeah. Oh my god.
What? So, what happened to the dummy? I can't see it for some reason.
The teacher comes up. Oh, okay. And double claps her hand, and like an assistant comes over.
Everything is fine except the fact that you are a plant.
Oh my god!
But it's pretty cool.
We would like to remove this for you. Is that okay?
Yes, please.
Excellent. And then she casts Greater Restoration, and you go back to yourself.
Quick question. That was not supposed to happen?
Technically, no, but the fact that it did happen, I am not surprised.
Okay.
Magic is hard to control, so expect the unexpected.
What happened to the dummy? Did I shoot it with anything?
The dummy is just like its head's like knocked clear straight off.
What kind of damage?
Force.
It was 4.
Force damage.
Yeah.
Yay!
Didn't
Alright.
want to roll a
I
1.
punched it through the distance and then turned it into a plant.
So,
First day of my life.
Lucian, you straight up first try Scorching Ray works.
Nice.
What does that look like for you?
Alright. So, his hands are covered in blue flame, and then he controls the concentrations? Concentrates? Yeah. Concentrates it down, so all the flames disappear, turn into a small little orb, and then he like shoots his hands out like but 3 different blue bolts of flame shoot down at this target.
Nice. The teacher is like looks past us, like very good. Even your technique is almost perfect. And from your first try, I can tell that not only are you a mother training, you will very much make a name for yourself outside of your last name. We shall move on. See me after class and we shall work on Fireball.
Fireball?
At the end of the day, you and I shall work on the Fireball.
A lot of bullets.
Excellent. Alright, who's next? Malia, how did you go?
I got a 10.
You got a 10? Yeah,
Yes.
so you successfully cast Thunder Wave. Describe it.
So I kind of float a little, and I do a spin, and then my spear straight at the thing. Yeah.
So as it shoots into it, it then... let me just reread Thunder Wave, sorry.
You can have like a 15-foot hit, and then
Thunderous Smite.
some of it smite. Yeah.
Amazing. So you bring out your spear, you go up and you slash down onto it, and just as you like slash down onto it, the sound of thunder roars out as it splits apart and just hay goes everywhere.
Nice. That's cool.
And then it's going to make a strength saving throw. Yeah, so you sort of like slash down onto it, spin around, and like begin to walk away from it, and then it just slowly like whoops, like falls apart. And
Yeah.
almost like walk away from an explosion kind of thing. Yeah.
That's great. I love that.
Good. You can just see that as above his ears. That was loud.
Yeah.
I'm used to like the
Well,
that type
like-
of sound at this point.
This silence like above, and it was actually like encased. So you guys can like you're in a controlled, safe environment that you can practice without too much distraction. How did you go with Earth Tremor?
10.
Excellent.
So
So that's a success with no slight failures.
sweet. So Christian would probably concentrate, and he would start to vibrate a little bit, and then he would try to control that and put it down into the ground, slamming his hands to the, like almost like kind of like a bit of kind of like earth bending,
Yeah.
and just kind of like whoosh, and then just make it over there, kind of the vibration.
Oh, that's so cool. And then underneath, like it just sends out.
Sends out those vibrations, and just those tremor appears.
Now, be honest, was after talking to this teacher, did you try and like find out, like connecting with the like plant nature within the earth?
He would have tried.
Yeah. Okay. Roll me 2d6. And this will be in nature, which you haven't got anything in yet, but we'll see how it goes.
Didn't I roll a really good nature, isn't it?
You did. That's not happening.
10.
10.
Well, okay, so I get past it's just straight.
No, that's straight. That is a success. That is a success. You're about to be proficient in nature, buddy.
I think it's like if you have nature in your background, then you get faster.
Cool.
But if you get multiple successes, you get.
Yeah, but instead of everyone like immediately getting their proficiencies,
Yeah.
it's a bit like you kind of each get your main one or two.
Cool. So yeah, he would, I guess, as he sends those vibrations out, feel for all the plant life and all the things in the ground, if there's any ore or anything further down below.
Amazing. So as you like sort of put your hands and slam them down into the ground, they like seep even further, and so you like get into the soil a little bit. And as you send out the tremors, it goes up and like knocks up the dummy, and then as the dummy lands onto the ground, these vines come up and begin to like constrict it down and further.
That's
Nice.
very, very cool.
Amazing. And you guys all successfully, well mostly,
Hit the dummy.
successfully hit all of your first classes.
Nice.
You see that evocation seems to be a class for a lot of the students that really enjoy it, like blowing shit up and just having fun with elements. There are a few people that majorly make mistakes and like wild magic surges, like one person gets massive rabbit ears and is like walks around and is like very defeated about it.
You could walk around. You didn't get turned into a popland.
There is one student who ducks. No. I don't know if you've talked to him yet. His name, he is the gentleman who has like half ice up his face over a birthmark,
Oh yes.
and then iciness in his veins, and he like turns the dummy into just this beautiful ice sculpture. Nice.
How did Elmgriff do?
Just checking in on your favorite guy.
Hey, please tell me that.
He, let's
Roll terribly. No, snake eyes, double ones.
Ooh. He casts a spell with Radiant, and she is like, come on. That is not what we focus on in this platform. There are other classes in which you can do that stuff. I understand if you have like a gist or a gimmick and would like to go along with it, but you need to be open into the somewhat of the elements. If you want to do radiant damage, go join the clerics.
Oh, I like this teacher. Shoot him out. No.
Does she make him do another spell? Does she make him do it again?
No, she's like, no more.
Yeah.
I do not want to be anymore.
Time for this.
Yeah. Edith?
Yeah.
Yeah. Since we practiced the night ones, yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, very terrible. She like just passes. She really like she what is she doing? She's doing this like psychic based spell and is really struggling to keep it under control and like at the end of it looks normally her hair's like absolutely perfect and it's like there's a few frays and she's really exhausted.
Like the teacher told me that psychic was especially hard, so I like the idea that she went for like a very hard spell.
Yeah, and just didn't.
It'll probably pay out for the something in the basket.
So we're checking in on our friends. How'd Wick do?
Wick. Serena does like this beautiful water spell. She very much succeeded in enchantment very successfully, and like worked with the teacher on like coming back for extra classes, and then did a water-based spell and was sort of quite pretty with it. Wick. This is not Wick's strong suit.
I didn't think it was.
So what would have she...
Does Wick get turned into a buckline as well?
Wick, well, there are like radiant-based evocations, but it's not what you want to do. Look like that. Wick's gonna do fairy fire. Ooh. Yeah.
A win for Wick.
She successfully cast fairy fire. She thank you, accidentally like cast it on themselves and like are just glowing.
Oh.
And they look down at themselves and they're like in this like really like bright pink. And they're like, and then it shifts into this rainbow-ness like from head. And then she absorbs it and like turns their cells into a rainbow.
Oh, that's so cute.
Really, and is like
Having deserves a win after the rough Americans class.
Yeah.
And then there is an air genasi called Tempest, and sort of like absolutely wrecks her area and hits everything else but the dummy. Just like and is like accidentally like setting things on fire with her lightning. Matara wasn't really successful in achieving any form of magic.
Oh,
And so far
that makes sense, right?
So far has not shown any. You haven't seen it then cast any magic.
This is the human one that did the fencing.
Yeah, the fencing.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. The twins, they are quite successful and do fire. But Razab, like Fry, he has a monkey on his shoulder, and so his monkey like lights up, and him with his monkeys sync in dancing and cast a spell, and their spell sort of looks similar to their sign language and their
Is he a
somatic component.
wildfire druid?
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Awesome. Wheel past.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Team. We are looking awesome.
I will hold back just a couple of seconds and discuss with the teacher about coming back later to have some extracurricular activities.
Perfect. Before we do that, so you guys are aware that potions class is next. I assume Zabi just bolts it.
Actually, Zabi waits for illusion to be done. And in a rare moment of nervousness says, you carry books on your all the time? You go.
He like opens his fancy cloak. It's like, you know how you had the cloak of like many things?
Yeah. It's like the money's bag, but it's just
Yeah, but it's like it looks like it looks like split.
Just got a library in your cloak.
But it's like when I put my hand into it, it like pulls out 4 books and stuff like that. So it's like, what magic school do you want?
Potions? Potions book? Even a little bit? Book? Anything?
Not really in my
Alright.
forte. It's not really something that I have a lot of.
I was just wondering, just to see what that stuff you had in your throat.
I have enchantment, divination. It's a smaller book.
It's good. It's fine. Just wondering, just curious. Just wondering if you had prepared for this class at all. Just wondering. And then turns and starts like just speed walking away.
Is looking at the Mrs. Blankly. Is just like we can't skip potions, can we? I can't just stay here and practice with you.
Unfortunately, no. I have another class.
Okay.
Darby, and there's like you know the final like moment between questions was like, should I have studied for this? I was like, who do I know that has books? Lucian.
Yeah.
And it's like that didn't work.
Lucian's like, if you ask at any school of magic, he got it.
Yeah.
But do you ask about potions, symbology, music? He's just kind of looking at you like, why would you want a book on that?
No, you can come see me at the end of the day, and we can work on some more spells.
Amazing. I will definitely love to do that. Thank you.
Excellent. Now, potions. You guys know that it's in the dungeon,
Oh yes.
but apart from that, with as complicated as the school is, there is no one here to guide you.
Well, I know the way to the dungeons.
You know the way to the dungeons, but
So I
you
guess
don't know your way
I can
to
at least
the
get us
potions.
to the dungeons.
Amazing.
And then we get to the dungeons and I'm like, so this layer is the Underdark layer. Below this is hell. I do not think it is in hell, just from vibes. It's down there, it's wild. So do we want to...
Maybe we ask a painting?
Oh yeah, there's drow everywhere. Drows. Hello. I forgot you talk like that. It's so good. Where's the potions room?
Oh, mate, you don't know by now?
It's literally the first time we're going there, so...
Look, hate to be the one to tell you, but we are explicitly trusted to not tell first years where to go.
That seems like super counterintuitive to like our education.
Yeah, but like, the class has already started for potions.
Who told you not to tell us?
The potions professor.
Wait, but we are with everybody, right? Like
Yeah.
the whole class, it's started
Yeah.
without any of the students.
Well, that's not to do. Maybe.
Like, you guys getting there is challenge number one.
Oh, good
Oh
grief.
shit.
Okay. All right.
Do we smell any
Yes.
toxic fumes?
Yeah.
You guys
Zarbi is good
Yeah.
at detecting potion smells.
Do you guys want to roll me investigations? I'll be able
We'll
to
try and talk that. Do I have my? Oh no, answers like that. Damn it. It's good.
I rolled a 9.
9?
9.
Do I add anything because I'm smelling out for potions?
Just one spot.
This was one. Any other
No,
excellent.
Nothing from you.
9 as well, unless can Denton help me by also sniffing with his little tongue?
Give me all the bonuses in the world, please.
Hey,
I did pretty well, so
worth a
What did you
try.
get?
You gotta try.
Oh, cute.
Oh, you got double sixes.
I got double simple.
Oh,
Nice.
Didn't scream like a girl, but maybe that was.
Excuse me.
You should. You shouldn't be like.
Amazing. So with the combination of all you guys, you have a look and you sort of like look down at the ground in terms of like foot traffic, and there's a very like distinct path to a particular room. You can't imagine that there'd be too many classes in these areas. So you sort of follow that vibes, and then as you walk towards it, you begin to hear the sounds of like bubbles and things like that, as you know that you're close to the potions classroom.
Okay. We go in, we head on in.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We are already late, so we should.
Apparently.
apparently.
Even though we're scared, it's, you know, I'm looking at the...
I'm like devastated that they've missed out on potions already.
Literally, the idea that there's just, like, already some potions club. But feeling slightly better at the painting saying, like, no, this is part of it. Like, okay.
Yeah. Literally like the challenging into the room, but it is dragging its feet a little bit.
Yeah.
Get in there.
So, as you step into the potions classroom, you are enveloped in a cloud of sweet and spicy scents with a combination of rare and exotic herbs, and bubbling potions filled the air. The walls of the classroom are lined with shelves upon shelves of glass jars, each one of them filled with a variety of strange and unusual ingredients. The jars are labelled in handwritten tags bearing the names of the herbs and spices that you have never heard of before, each one possessing unique magical properties. At the front of the room, a large cauldron bubbles and steams, its contents shifting and changing with each stir of the spoon. The cauldron is flanked by a long wooden table upon sits a variety of potion bottles and beakers, each one filled with a different coloured liquid. The room is dimly lit, flickering candles casting shadows on the walls. Atmosphere is charged with magic and anticipation. Standing behind the desk, you see a would-be humanoid, but something about their skin is a bit more gaunt than what you expect. It's weird. They've got really piercing eyes, but that are sort of like glazed over a little bit with this creamy white. But somehow there is color piercing through it, and they're in this like steampunk-esque blue dress with different potion bottles adorning off their corset. And she just stares at you all as you come in.
Hello, are we late?
Yes.
So they're like vibrating with excitement.
What time did the class start?
Half an hour ago.
That's not what the time.
That's a long time. Okay. I raise it down.
Does our schedule say it started half an hour ago?
Yeah.
Oh,
It took a while.
it took a while to get to it. I was gonna say, like, did we finish the other class?
Yeah. I'm like, this seemed poorly put. Don't say that.
I was curious to see who would make it here on time. Who was keen enough at missions.
That's not fair. Did anybody make it on time?
Nah.
Yeah, cool.
I thought, Zoe, I thought you really wanted to do this class. But...
I'm sorry, Amy.
Yeah. I was just like, I'm already getting it wrong.
I tried everything.
You've got to just prove yourself after now. You can do it.
Now, silence. Why are you laughing? Is something I said funny?
Yes,
Exactly. Explain to me what was funny.
the fact that you silenced my friend too.
And why do you think that you have the authority to speak when I've already asked for silence?
You asked me a question.
Go to the principal's office.
Thank you, miss.
Auto fail potion.
Mission failed successfully. As you walk out of the room, you do not recognize the hallway you've stepped into.
Is it in hell?
He's not in hell, but he's somewhere else.
Okay.
Go find
Is there any pictures on the wall?
No, it's you've like walked out of the room, the door shuts behind you, and you find yourself at a dead end.
Okay. Does it feel like I've been magically transported to someone new?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Is there a door behind me or no?
No.
No, it's not.
You're just in a room with no doors, no windows.
Yep. And
Fantastic.
you look down at your feet, you see that there's a vent, and slowly this potion liquid begins filling up. She's trying to kill the children!
We'll make it.
We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Does anyone else have anything they would like to say?
The seeing that, I'm just like, and trying my best to like just be like as near
Excellent.
straight face as possible.
There shouldn't be anything else or any other reason for you guys to speak unless asked to for the rest of my class. Am I being clear?
Yes. Nods.
I answered a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
This is our character. Has the professor introduced herself yet?
Oh, yeah.
No. Okay. Cool.
So sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna be like, yes, professor. Like really formal, but yeah. I think then Zavi would just say like, yes, professor.
My name is Dr.
Which is a PhD though.
Sybil Magnus. You may call me Doctor or Dr. Magnus. We are here to learn potions. Now I know some of you magic casters and like refers to Lucian as she like gets out the door, think that you're too good for potions. And that's fine.
I will poison you.
If you think that you're too good for potions, feel free to have a talk to Lucian. And she like pulls up an orb, and you can see him like in the acid room as it's like slowly beginning to like burn away at your shoes.
Okay, I was going to say, if it's coming out of a vent in the ground,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just going to hit my frost to that and freeze it up.
Amazing. So as you like hit the acid, it sort of like begins to melt it away.
Okay, nice.
Your room is just filling with steam because of the ice
I was
melting.
just trying
So
to
it like slows it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is again not a character. Is there a sign on this wall that says days since children have died?
There is like
Give me a sign check.
there is a sign, but it's like distinctly been burnt.
Fantastic.
Like it's like, yes, I'm aware of like there's how many days I should be registering something, but I do not give a fuck.
It's like, how many days did someone test it?
My wife gave me this sign to match hers, and I'm not using it. But I'm keeping it here because I love her.
Speaking of which, now you may answer this question. Who amongst you stayed in the necromantic class?
Me.
Lucia would please say that.
I do say Lucian did as well. I'll just just so we all know that he is in it, but he's currently
Okay.
busy.
And she takes a mental look.
So his eyes are like these like split pupil snake eyes, like frantically like flicking between the professor and the orb, which are like, what's happening with Lucy? And just like,
Now, today we are going to learn how to make. She just like gives a sigh. A basic healing potion.
she's like, I don't want to do.
It's not
Hey.
joking.
As like you feel like
It doesn't matter
on
if I
the
suck.
syllabus, they have to know how to make this potion.
You make like a potion that doesn't just
It
heal.
doesn't matter if I do this bad, because I'm going to show her my potions, and she's going to be so impressed.
Now, some of you are like, amazing, something useful.
Wrong.
This potion, if not done properly, can actually do more harm to your party. You can accidentally turn it into poison. The ingredients that you need are on the board as the chalkboard begins to write itself out. Only take these ingredients. Do not touch any of the others. And only take exactly the amount needed, or you will join Lucian.
In the acid room.
Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Doctor.
Excellent. Do you need walking through the process, or can you have a basic understanding of what you think is required for this? That was a question you may answer.
I could use some guidance.
Noted.
Okay.
Some instructions would be nice. It's not something I've done before.
Alright then. I'm surrounded by idiots. Let's go.
Oh,
No.
Zabi is,
No.
ferociously rude.
Because we haven't done it before. Doesn't mean we're idiots.
Excellent. Would you like to step outside?
Okay.
Right, into the room. Zabi was noticeably didn't answer that question because she's got a little notebook out and is furiously like copying things from the board and is like, but if anybody else looked at this is not instructions that anybody else could read. It's like little pictures, symbols, a bunch of arrows. It's unreadable.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, cool. So, Professor Sybil goes through.
Dr. Sybil.
Thank you.
Hey,
Yeah, very distinctly.
like a medical doctor or probably not.
She's like a dentist.
And and they like go through the potion, and they don't actually. They could go through their own potion and show you what to do, but they just explain it and like pretend to pour things in. You will note based off what we've done previously with the insight check, she explicitly is not using any more resources than she actually has to.
Interesting.
As the class goes on, let's see the final results. So first we will roll an investigation to see how well you did at getting the right ingredients.
Do I have anything?
You get a +1.
+1. Can my snake help? He's slithering.
Really?
You know, fair, I guess. I asked you for help anyway. Can you read? Which of these look like mugwort? I don't want to roll. 10. Fantastic.
Perfect. All you needed was a 7. You guys successfully, I would say for you, it takes just like a little bit longer, and you like get to the stealth. The right ones.
In canon, Dampton he's not actually helping, but like spiritually he is helping.
Yeah.
Like that one looks right, and I was like, that's actually not right.
No, that would kill someone.
Yeah.
Alright, and then roll me your potion making.
So Marley got sent off to the room, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So do we think it comes up on the orb?
Yeah.
I'm just
Really
like-
tough time.
annoyed.
So like it gets up to ankles, and then like your shoes.
Are they like in pain?
Nah, your shoes get like eaten away.
Well, yeah. Would I be able to check water on this thing or not?
It still eats
It's
it
a
away.
liquid. No, because I was wondering because it's a liquid.
Doesn't have, it's not water.
Okay.
So as your shoes get eaten away, the liquid goes back down, and then it comes back, like this like thick sludge that's like just terrible to
It's
eat.
like, have you ever played with like slime that you make for kids out of corn flour, where you
Yeah.
sort of like push it away and it like slowly comes back in?
Yeah.
What's the name? I can't remember the name.
There's a name for that.
Yeah,
Is it viscous? Oh no.
I don't know, but yeah. I know what you mean.
Can I ask an investigation of
It's like
ways
children's
to
slime, but they make the
get
children.
out, get out of the room or shut the vent off?
That's a relatable thing for everybody.
And you can have help now that Marley is in there with you.
Yeah.
What's help?
Advantage, so extra d6.
No pluses for investigation?
No.
13.
15. Nice.
I'm just like you. That was really dumb. I was standing up for us, and she sent me here.
She seems like she's a bitch.
No, she is.
And I will shoot
Which is like,
Ray of
I mean,
Frost
just
at our feet to have like a little platform that we can stand on.
Nice. So you managed to like step out of it
Yeah.
for like a good 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad told me some things about her. Made sense now.
Yeah.
I just want to let you point out, you're struggling with this. Rule of threes is really funny.
I want, but the thing is, I do want to learn potions.
Yeah, come on in.
So it's one of those things where I'm like,
He's struggling.
I'm
So
struggling.
the way this
visually
teacher
struggling.
sort of works is like the necromancy teacher's like, don't be here, it's not good for your mental health. This teacher's like, I don't want you here.
I'm not good for your mental health.
So
Very-
I'm gonna like
Drive
it up.
but like I'm gonna drive you away though that aren't serious.
She's neat, and I love her.
Well, yeah, it's like a really good way to kill someone though.
Yeah, no, I want that potion to face.
It
But
doesn't
there's not much difference between health potion and pepper worm poison.
Are you guys okay? I'm not like picking on you too
No,
much.
no.
No.
It's fine.
As soon as she said, "Oh, people like I imagine usually doesn't think much of potions," it's like, ah, shit. Yeah.
Ask for was some help.
No, my dad probably had
Yeah.
definitely hit heads with her.
Yeah.
She's like doing the same thing as the necromancy teacher, but just in a different and aggressive way. Like if you don't belong in my class, you're not in my class.
Yeah, I'm not surprised more iron students are in this room.
Yeah, to be fair, how many are there any other iron students that are like
That is
I
a
don't think many of us will be like, potions.
Alright, let me go
Oh,
through.
there's some good potions out there, but you know.
So you can buy it.
But once it's like, potions are great, and then I'm
yeah,
like,
especially you.
Elm gift? I would say Elm gift is here. Just
Alright,
sort of in a way of like, you're not here, so he wants to like succeed and be like, ha, I won and you did it. Like,
Of course.
yeah, I know I'm going for probably stay. He's a little, kind of teacher's pet.
Then Layla
Layla too.
stays because she is very interested in poisons.
Ooh, okay.
And that is
Watch out for
not.
that.
Smart girl.
Yeah, interesting.
She's inside into her. She's aware of like magic at some points it has its limits, and you can't always get away with it because there are verbal and somatic components. But
Not always.
being sticky, but she's not a sorcerer.
Yeah, she's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand like why. Yeah, she's right. I understand the smartness of it.
There is a so the mean girl that you guys haven't interacted
Interacted with you.
yeah, too much in the iron class. Her name's Whitney Lance, and she's just like spent this whole class like very nose topped up. She has, she's like doing it, but she's not happy about it, and it's very much like, if I like don't do this, am I gonna end in the acid?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm surprised the professor's included that isn't into the acid.
She just like looks at her, and then she's like, okay, and then just like is like, ew, like doesn't want to touch it.
Maybe she's way too expensive to go into that acid.
Yeah, basically, she's like, the professor's like, shut up, get through the class, and never come back.
I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah, I can work with that. Okay, it will work.
Looking at some of those books, it's like, get father to order black dragon boots.
Cheeky stays.
Does anybody go into the acid?
Anyone else?
Yeah.
Nah, everyone else is also like, oh my god, and sort of is like freaking out about that.
They're scared.
Yeah, they're too scared. No one, like, it's such a quiet room.
So we're
And,
saying
like,
is
There are like
Lucia
two
wasn't-
people that like begin to whisper, and she just like looks at them, and like you can't really, like, even if she's not looking at you, it's almost like one of those paintings that her eyes follow you no matter where you are.
I love her.
So you're saying is Lucian was a bossage bitch for staying up again. Where everyone else's house is too much for coward.
Yeah, everyone's like, we're gonna get through this class, and at the end of this class, if you didn't like it, do us both the favor and do not come back. And when she says that, her voice echoes into the room where you guys are as well.
I tried to opt out before I came. I was told it's not an option.
Alrighty, did I get you guys to
No,
roll?
you haven't.
I am so sorry.
No,
I'm gonna sidestep. Alright, potions, Zabby.
One or two.
And I did get good
Plus
ingredients.
1 for investigation.
I at least know my way around a cauldron.
Yeah.
This is my thing.
No, I know. I'm gonna give you an extra d6.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh thank God. Just nearly succeeded this
You
time.
get a +1.
Minus a
That's
D6.
I'm probably gonna die. What do I get? It's +1?
Yeah.
Alright.
You do it. Oh,
Alright, what'd you get?
I got
Good.
you go.
A 5.
Oh, shit.
look, if I reckon if I did this class, I would just be rolling 1d6.
Nelly, can you please roll me a d100?
Do it. Here, I've got
Yeah.
How did you go, Zabby?
Oh, you got something. I got 2 6s and a 3, so that is a million. So 15, 16.
16, nice.
Holy shit,
Good
that's
work.
not nice shit.
And
Right.
it's kind of a crit.
1, 2, 3. Amazing.
Does that count as a crit? Yeah.
That's
I'm
good.
writing down when I got crits.
How'd you go?
34.
34.
Hey, if you create poison, you can sell it off.
Yeah, so you accidentally...
Look, I kind of... My heart wasn't in the roll. Like, as
You were,
soon as
you were distracted by the orb.
I was just like, I can't focus.
Nelly, okay, work with me, it will be okay.
Okay.
Oh no, that's
Do you trust your girlfriend?
That was a pep talk, so this is very bad.
Immediately after this, you, Nelio, the real human man, are going to the guidance council.
You get some on your hands, and you don't mean to, but you sort of like wipe it on your face, and as it does, it goes into your mouth. And as you sort of like, you get it on your hands, and you like wipe your eyes. Sorry, it doesn't go into your mouth. You wipe your eyes because you got itchy eyes.
Oh, it's actually a thing.
And then your body feels as if it's burning up with a fever, and you begin to break out in a sweat. And then all the moisture in your eyes disappears, and you just feel the eyesight. Your vision goes to black. Zabi, you were working next to him in your station, and you see Christian's eyes begin to fall out of his head and just dangle by stalks.
I don't
And that
feel very
stalk
good.
begin to decay and just drop onto the ground.
It didn't meant to happen.
Zabi is like, so earlier you were really nice.
I wouldn't feel my eyes fall out.
You try to touch your eyes, and I'm like, no. And you know how earlier you were really nice to me about the plant thing? It's going to be just fine.
Okay.
Just sit down and
Teacher, like, so normally walks up, puts your eyes in a jar, twists the lid, summons, claps her hand twice. Once again, a warforged from the room walks out, grabs your arm. She hands the jar. Give me your hands. Puts it in your hands.
Don't drop that.
To the nurse's office. Before you leave, I'm interested. Do you intend to come back?
you can only go up from here.
If you do, I will have a lot of respect.
Oh, it's bonus.
We'll see. Well, I guess
Zabi's gonna work on this.
if I get my eyesight back, then yes.
I just imagine the Zombie just taking some of the liquid and putting it into like a little jar.
I'm actually not going to do that because of the reaction of the divination professor when I stole anything, and also because I do not want the potion teacher to have a bad impression of me.
Yeah. So she grabs his potion and pours it into the main one that's been going on in the front of the class. And she's been occasionally stirring it, and then we'll look at it and we'll like sprinkle different things into it and then come back to it.
Every time she does into that, I take notes.
I'm sure I still can't say. I'm like, I will wait if you don't mind until someone can take me.
Oh no, the Warforged is with
Oh, the Warforged is
Yeah,
taking me.
and
Okay.
he's like, I am about to touch your arm.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
then we are walking. And like as you begin to walk, he's like describing the environment to you.
Oh, that's very kind.
Yeah.
I like the
So I say Warforged,
By the way,
more like
this is
yeah.
reversible, right?
this has happened before.
Okay.
Look, as you may have saw, in her room there was a sign that she had burnt. Originally it says, days since students got hurt. It's just permanently 0. So she burnt it. You will be fine. We have had much worse.
Wait.
Excellent.
Nice.
Does he walk out the door into that and he's like, what happened here?
No, the Warforged like holds the door handle, and like there's a rune on his hand that lights up. He twists it, opens the door, and the door outside's very normal. And then he keeps going. Magic. Zabi, you got a katana. What
Yes.
would you like to do for yours?
I want to say that, like,
Ooh,
oh yeah, you got a suggestion?
my suggestion is, but you don't have to take it.
Yeah.
That it's like, so the request was a healing potion.
Yes.
Became because you created for like a superior.
Yes.
Ooh.
I was even going to say, just because she was like not impressed by the concept of healing potions, but it like functions as a superior healing potion, but it doesn't like it looks like just different in a way that might be like intriguing to her. Like I want to say it like it's almost bubbling up out of the cauldron in the same way that like a lava lamp looks. Like it's like defying gravity and coming up and like blooping and then like jumping back down and blooping. And yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
Cool. So as that's going on, the doctor walks past. Ooh. Sorry.
Doctor Who.
Dr. Magnus walks past. And for once, shows a sign of emotion other than
Disdain.
and aggression, and is like intrigued. Everyone, this is what you have to beat.
I'm trying to think of when Zavi blushes, turns like a very like a much darker shade of green. It's just like
It's like emerald.
like I think it's kind of emerald at base and then like has like darker scales, and I think when she blushes, everything sort of becomes the dark color of the scales.
Yeah,
So everything just becomes like really dark, like forest green.
That's cool.
It's just like
Let your evolution out. Be cocky.
You may keep this.
thank you. And Zavi like with a flask just sort of scoops one of the floating bloops into the thing and stuff as it, and it's like blooping around in the jar. It's like
See me after class. Alright, how do other people go?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice. We're trying to mental.
who else loses their eyes?
Yeah.
Alright.
Please tell me Olga's fine.
Someone roll me.
Oh,
I know I said no d20s, but someone roll me a d20 roll.
15.
Oh.
15.
I'm really enjoying the sound you just made.
So, Whitney,
Oh
who
god.
hasn't been
no.
paying attention, is filing her nails, and like as she files her nails, it like just falls straight off, and she lets out a blood-curdling scream as like all of her other nails just fall off, and she just fucking pelts out of the classroom, and like a warforge runs after her.
Does she try the door?
As like she like tries to open up the door, it doesn't open. The warforge touches it, it does, and then she's like,
I was
let
gonna
out.
So
have to be
that,
at full
it's like full strain with like acid all over the place of that too.
No, as they start making the potion, the one of the walls comes down, the acid like disperses, and you guys are sort of like let out.
Okay.
I go up to her.
Oh no, you're not. Sorry,
No?
you're just let out into the hall.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to.
I'll probably not about that.
Would you have done?
I want to speak.
I try my
And
I
you
need to smart
find
again.
yourself actually like outside your common room. You're like way out of the dungeons.
Go back.
Another time.
I'll make
You
my
come to the
way.
second class, like I'm back.
Alright,
I
now
hate you.
someone did. I rolled a really good roll. Roll another d20 to see unexpectedly who did well.
Oh, that's a 15 again. 10.
Oh my god! Yay!
Oh, cute. Who is it?
So you haven't really interacted with them much, but there is this. You guys have a fairy in your class.
Oh my god.
So they got very cute, like rainbow-esque wings, and
They have a mini cauldron.
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
No, I want it to be a big cauldron and they're like flying over it and like pouring.
yeah, they're
So
sort of
cute.
struggling. They've been Kariri has been helping them out a lot, and yeah, they've got like sandy blonde hair, and like their outfit sort of like matches the colors of their wings, and their hair is like copper, as well as like matching their uniform. Yeah, and they're like taking a lot of care with this potion. You think they care about healing. Excellent.
Cute.
Can I ask an asshole ask how did they have gifted?
Oh, Elm Gift?
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Sorry, do you fuck up someone?
Bloody.
That
It's
sounded
bad.
like a fun up to me.
No, I forgot that I've got to, do you want to run me a D100 Elm Gift?
Yes.
Do it.
Yes, I do.
Gareth's like, I've never been excited for a D100 in my life.
As like after the first two students who hurt themselves, she like begins to walk around the classroom and she's like, no, do not put any more in.
23.
And she's like stopping people from finishing the potion because they have already fucked up, and if they finish it, it will be bad.
23.
23.
Destroy his head.
You're not gonna like this.
Ah.
So he finishes it. She looks at him. How do you think you went? I think how much better it will.
Drink something.
Drink it then. Begins to drink it, and as he does, his skin begins to cover into this like stonish texture as he's gained a +1 to armor.
Ah,
Like a temporary.
Temporary armor, yeah.
damn it.
That's not what he was trying to make though, so it's not like that's good.
It's not good, but I'll bring up and roll the lose your hair.
Use your hair.
There's a thing on the
That's why I was like, you're not gonna be happy with that.
yeah, there's a thing on the wild magic thing that you roll and you go.
Oh, that's not that. This is a random potion table.
Ah, okay, different. Okay.
Yeah, but it's. I think this is what I use for like
So is there any
the
bad
triple
then?
crit table.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything bad on them? Or
He
no?
lost his eyeballs.
Oh, on that one.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
What more do you want?
Bad.
Positive. Lost eyeball.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So at the end of the class,
13-year-old. I probably have to go see the guidance
You
counselor.
gotta get to the guns council now. What happened? It's like what happened? Potion. Don't say anything else.
what were you doing around the hallways this morning?
They're
Class is over.
They're talking about early this morning.
Yeah.
Well, me and my friends were looking for the guidance counselor beast in the dungeons.
Why?
And pulls out the crumpled letter that says you have to see the guidance counselor. I was like, well, I have to see the guidance counselor anyway. So I was like, well, maybe a secret one would be like. It just, I was, and sort of gestures with the Mercury on her uniform. Was like, curious.
Their uniform doesn't have to define you, nor is it a way to justify your actions.
I was curious. I wanted to know what was down there.
How'd you go?
Oh, we got to talk to him, and he said, you don't need to see me. You could go to the raid. And we left. It's very cool to see the dungeons, though. I like the windows. And potions. Oh! And immediately, like, starts pulling all her little potions out that she's made. And is like, so I've made potions. I just thought I would show you them and see what you thought. This one I fed to a skeleton and it grew fangs. I think
Oh, you did that.
that's this. It has vampire spit in
I
it.
had to talk to Pandora about that. We found it quite amusing.
And like this one, I tried to make like my friend is a changeling. I wanted to make like a changeling potion, and just starts like going through like all these like viscous, like just sick looking liquids, and like explaining like, and it's got this in it, and this one I think it does this. I haven't tried
Are
it.
you getting the ingredients?
Oh, I have, so I brought a lot of stuff with me. I have, and just to these, like, has, like, 2 big bags, sort of, like, on her at all times. I brought a lot from home. Sometimes I'll, like, find stuff, like, you know, like, plants and stuff, like, outside. Not here yet. I actually haven't really been outside at all now that I think about it here. But, like, sometimes I'll, like, scrape, like, moss off a wall or something. It's just a bunch of stuff. Kind of just picking things up.
Roll me a luck check.
This is D20?
Sorry, 2d6.
2d6? What does the luck check look like with the 2d6?
Just the highest you get, better.
Not.
Wow.
Now you tell them what.
Oh!
Oh, no.
Does the teacher think that she's stolen from her supplies and that's why she has so many supplies?
She's pulling the supplies out of the bag. They're clearly rubbish and junk.
Yeah, my teachers have been losing shit.
He looks very intently at some of the ingredients that you've pulled out, and then you see her begin to like look at the jars
The jars.
that she's
I
got,
fully don't know what is in those
and you
jars.
can tell that she's the sort of
She's
person
stock taking.
that she knows exactly how much ingredients is with life, and there are thousands of jars, but definitely very on top of it.
I've not been in here before. I haven't touched any of those.
No, you're right, because if you had been in here, you would have been on time. You can tell that was like her best, like that's the closest she does to scuba.
Zoe, like, I think it takes a second to process. Like, I really would have. I would have. I mean, this is
Calm down. Okay, 2 options.
okay.
I like your work.
Yeah.
You can either go through one of your potions, or I can get you to see the secret guidance counselor.
Oh. Zoe, like, thinks about it and is like, I would like you to look at one of my potions. If I need to see the secret guidance counselor, I'm sure that will send me eventually, right?
Oh, you'll meet him.
I have an appointment with the other guy. I did make one. I think it's like, a
Oh,
few
he's
days.
useless.
Oh, well, to be honest, I have a note that says I have to go. But I want to, yeah, potions. Not very many.
Why do you make potions?
Zabi thinks for a second about how honestly to answer that, and then decides that lying to the teacher is too scary, and says, my parents are sorcerers, and I am not that, and I'm not very good at magic, of the, Lucian magic, so I make a bunch of potions to, because that's what I'm good at. And it's kind of like magic, but you get to make it out of stuff. I like maths and stuff.
Which potion would you like me to look at?
I think the changeling. This one. Yeah, I was sort of watching my friend shapeshift and like rattles off the like ingredients in it. Because I thought maybe it would be cool to be able to shapeshift.
She takes it and just like thinks really hard. Pack up your stuff and come with me. He then like summons a raven to her, writes a note, and that bird grabs it and flies away. I've just notified your teacher, your illusions professor, that you will be late.
Okay. Cool. What am I doing instead of illusions?
We will get to that in a second.
Yes.
Alrighty, illusions class.
If I don't come out of the potions room, everyone's like, Savi's dead. Wow.
So,
What the fuck did she say?
Do I make it to a potion class? I mean, illusion class? I'm technically get my eyes back.
I feel like if that happened earlier,
Just like
it happened very early, so by the end. So you guys just sort of like studying up, and you see Matara, she's like, they're ditching class, they're like, fuck potions, and didn't even go once again. It's like very distinct about the classes that they choose, and definitely also has an in, but instead of like, oh, this is going to work out for me, like the way you're like sort of hoping with some classes, or like, I have to go, so I'll go, they're straight up like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah. Lucian probably would have snuck back, or just gone back to the invocations class and either watched him or joined in if allowed. I don't know what year there would have been afterwards.
I would say that it was second year. She wouldn't have allowed you to join in yet, as if it was just your first. day, but definitely encourages you to watch and would probably pair you up with a fire-based student to particularly watch.
Yeah, and I'll just be taking notes of what they do and also watching the teacher. Because I'm guessing the student's probably along the lines of a wizard or something like that, or more technical in the creating, but I will be watching her very intently of how she creates spells and stuff like that too.
So the student that she pairs you with is actually she's a kitsune shifter.
Okay.
So it's a she looks younger than what she looks a lot younger than what she is, but has like these foxy ears and has currently got 3 tails and is casting fire-based magic with their tails. And through the way that they're casting spells and the fire, you can tell very much that they are also a sorcerer and quite chaotic, but the way that they use the energy in their tails, and like as you can tell that she successfully casts a much higher spell, a 4th tail will grow, and then she uses that and sort of like is unlocking more within herself.
No, okay, then I'll say very close to her and register what she's doing very intently. Stuff like that.
She introduces herself as Trixie.
Let's see. I will try to befriend Trixie.
Give it up.
No.
And explain to her that my power, like hers, comes from within, and that I have trouble controlling the amount of power. So whenever it casts a spell, it's always more than it should be.
That makes a lot of sense. But you won't be happy with the answer that I've got for that.
Cool, go ahead.
And she lets out another spell, and as she does, she's like, "Come on, girl, you got this!" And as she says that to herself, you feel that she's like, I'm gonna say this metagamely, she's inspiring herself to put out.
She's using her charisma and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Christian's like, right.
So she is a bard sorcerer.
Okay.
That's fun.
That's good.
But like in terms of like her power, she's like more sorcerer, but as to balance herself out, and she's
Boost herself and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice. I understand.
I know
the way you do it, and I see if I can incorporate that into what I do. But I feel that's more physical than mental.
That makes sense. If you feel like you can maintain it through the mental, or if you feel like you can contain it through the physical, I put it. The more I try to contain it, the more tails I grow.
Makes sense. Okay.
So I contain it through the mental.
Yeah. Just because of concept, physical stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just like, yeah, it's more like the will.
Hey, it's nice to meet you, Lucian.
Nice to meet you too. You seem quite skilled.
Fucking took forever, Jesus! And then, just like throws out all these fires.
Lucian Bard era starts now. Bard multi-class.
Lucian that gets
Alrighty!
everything the bard stand for, Lucian will hate.
So, illusions class. You guys head off and enter the illusions classroom, and immediately as you enter in, you find yourself in a mystical glaive, and then the glaive turns into like this planetary star sky, but the more you walk into it and begin to interact, it starts to change and shift, and then finally revert back to what is a classroom rather than illusions itself. The walls are lined with mirrors, and the desks are arranged in a circular pattern, each facing towards this little halfling who's got shock white, straight, like hair, a very distinct point moustache, and like a vibrant purple suit holding a staff with magic swirling around it. Students, and welcome to. And he summons a dragon. Anyone here interested before we really get into it, is anyone here interested in the live action role-playing club?
No.
Alrighty, and like one of the bards put up their hands. Excellent, because the good thing about doing illusions in the live action club is we get to transport there. And then he like pushes himself into like this high, like even further high fantasy. There.
That's so cool.
Excellent. Oh, I can turn into the Great Lich. And he like, shifts his appearance to look like Vecna. Yeah. Alright, but not many of you interested. That's cool. Okay. Hello, students. We are here to learn illusions. I am the teacher, Killian Crow. Gives a long, like, sleek flick of his greasy mustache. We got spells like disguise yourself. We got spells like minor illusion. We got lots. Illusion kind of speaks for itself. Yeah? Alright. Now, everyone has been asked to bring their familiars. Do you all have it?
Did we go prior?
No.
Um,
I might have forgotten to tell you.
Lucian will just mentally.
I can't do
Link.
it.
Yeah.
But the hawk will probably not be far away, so he'll just mentally call it, and the hawk will accept it. Don't see you or no?
Yeah. Oh no, there's no. But don't worry, I have prepared for this. And he walks over to the side of the room, and there's like this tube, and he yells into the tube, "It's happening! I forgot!" And in walks the Owling Conjuration Professor.
Oh.
You want me to summon the animals? Yes, please! Why? I need them for the class. Okay, and like one by one he begins to summon in all the familiars and get them here, and then just angrily walks out of the classroom. You know, I can do other things. I'm not just good for cleaning up your mess. I'm sorry, you love me really. I'll see you later.
Cute.
Are they married?
Yeah.
Yes.
For some reason, I think that's a very fun vibe.
Yes. Serious and silly is very fun, but
But their like classrooms are next to each other because they have a phone like a tube because it happens quite often. Alrighty, students. Now with your familiar, I would like you to put like an illusion on it. Do you want to give your familiar a top hat, a mustache? Do you want it to make it look like a different creature? Use your imagination. Okay. Illusion, it's very simple. You think about it, you project what you want, and you just put it out there. And the stronger you think about it and the stronger you want it, it sort of happens. Do we get it?
Sounds pretty self-explanatory.
Amazing! Something that helps to just like, if you're gonna do a mustache, then like your components, the hand movements for that spell will be mustache, or like you sort of have to draw it out a little bit if it's not working on the first try. I'm sorry, mustache. I got it from my husband. He's very good. We have matching. Okay. Now, one by one, let's see what you got. So everyone's got little pedestals that their animal is sitting on top. Roll me 2d6. And if you think you're at, you'll be using your arcane focus, so magic, so +1s for that.
If you have the modern illusion spell that you're going to use it,
Add a d6.
add it, okay.
We each do a minor illusion.
With my illusion, what else?
Okay.
Oh,
Is it silent image or minor illusion?
Whatever you want.
Oh.
You can go for harder.
No.
And then if you want your familiar to sort of like help you, let me know as well. So if you want them to help, that'd be an extra +1.
Sure. Don't think I might help me.
I'm not sitting you out of a class
No,
that you were really interested in, right?
No, all good.
Okay, cool.
All right.
8.
Amazing.
So the familiar suffering +1 if the illusion target is +1.
Yes, and then you get to add an extra d6.
Yeah. My familiar is just emphasizing what I create.
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
You have +2 and a d6. How'd you get?
12.
Ooh! Did you explode? No, bugger.
Just one shot.
Oh. But 12 was very good. 8? How'd you go?
Me?
Can you just roll for me anyway? I'm like out of game. We'll just say that he comes to grab you
Cool.
and pick you up. Just to make
I come in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, snake.
so you don't
Look at that.
miss out on this
17.
roll. 7, dude! That's shootings.
Did you not double crit?
Double 6 +1 plus.
Did you go to double sixes?
Double
Nice.
6 again.
Nice.
I rolled 2 4s.
The red and
I
yellow
say-
dice have been rolling really nicely.
And then +2.
Yes, I was gonna say I asked the snake to help. Yeah.
Yeah, the white dice has been very evil to me, so I stopped using it. You go to pull ones, and I was like, Well, you pretty good for double sixes. You got pretty good for this.
Alrighty.
No.
Malia, do you want to describe to me what happens to your cloud?
On my cloud,
Yeah.
I put wings.
Yeah.
No!
So I
Like little
kind of-
bat wings or?
Yeah, like just little bat wings. So I just kind of go like that to it, and
Yeah.
then put it
What
onto
colour are the bat wings?
blue.
Very nice. As it shoots out in lightning, and as it does that, sort of like begins to form the outline, and then it begins to crackle, and then it just the energy between the lightning begins to fill up, and then you successfully create.
Nice.
Oh, I like your style. You're very zazzy, aren't
Yeah.
you?
Yes,
oh,
I
no touching. Okay, who wants to show me next?
I can go. I guess
Oh, what a cute kitty! Ah.
he's very cute. But I want to make him a little bit more scary. A little bit more terrifying. So I want to make him a flaming snow leopard, which is really strange, but he's gonna have red eyes and flames going.
Oh, excellent. And what'd you get again?
Oh wow.
Amazing.
Yeah, you did good.
Do you want it to be? What does it look like?
Wow.
Do you want it to be like pure fire, or do you want it to be like stylized fire?
No, definitely kind of almost looks fake. You know,
Yeah.
kind of it's too. Yeah, it's kind of stylized. What do you mean by stylized?
So what I mean by
Like,
stylized,
yeah.
it's sort of like Eevee from Pokemon. You know how it's like you could have like a nice tuft around the
Oh.
neck, and that's fiery, and then like a little fiery tail for like Charizard
That's so
sort
cool.
of thing.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
And, like,
That's so
as
much
the
cooler.
And like the ears are just like sort of elongated.
That's
and
awesome.
like, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. Make him fire leopard.
Yeah, snow leopard on fire, but not in a hurtful way.
Yeah, cool.
Amazing. How did Lucian go?
So the bird will take off his shoulder and spread its wings up and fall like that, but on a very high angle. And Lucian will wave his hands, and it will turn, because the bird's blue, it will almost turn to like a blue phoenix. So taking inspiration from all the phoenixes we saw there. So all the feathers will extend, but when they extend out, it's all flames, and the
Amazing.
tails will drip down to flame tails, and it'll be like a bit of a sigil.
I love that. So as the bird expands out, you take it one step further, and the bird explodes into a blue feathers and forms a dust. And then baby bird reforms like a phoenix rising from the ashes, and then comes back into your hawk, and you successfully create a whole picturesque
Oh, right, yeah, that's good. Okay.
video almost of
Yeah.
an illusion, which
Yeah.
is quite difficult.
Yeah, he's standing there going that spell has never been that good before.
What does Zavi create?
That becomes in the last 5 minutes of like, oh, okay, illusion, yep, and like, okay, buddy, can you like, and gets her familiar to sort of lift himself up like on his tail, so he's like, you know, like up like how a cobra would be threatening, so he's up, and then minor illusions him to have 2 little legs that are on the ground and 2 little arms, and just they're going like cha-cha-cha.
As you like do that,
I start laughing.
Dampen looks down
Yeah.
and he's like, "This might awaken something in me. What do you think, Zabi? How do I look?
It honestly looks so good.
I'm gonna stir it to my
It's like now it's like moving along, like it's moving.
Yeah.
And so the little legs are like minor illusion, like taking big steps.
It's doing like a little jazz,
Little
like,
jazz hands.
Yeah, putting its hand and arms.
I literally
Zabi, give me
fall
some.
over.
I think I'll look great.
So he does a top hat and like a little cane. So
And
it can
now
be
like, yeah.
No.
so he's like, this class is great.
Yeah. Go.
Amazing. Everyone else seems to have a lot of fun with this class. Oh, fuck me, he's not doing well today. Elgift.
Yes.
He takes his familiar too seriously.
What is that with this film?
Oh yeah, what is this familiar?
I think.
I haven't told you.
Yeah,
Okay, wait, I've got, if he's gold, all gold, gotta be a lion. Gotta be a little lion.
Ooh, I like that.
Little clubby.
We apparently don't have any lights.
With just a vibe, like gold.
But it's like this like beautiful maned fire.
Yeah.
Like it's got a beautiful
What?
mane lion with like a very like it's very chic.
Yes.
So he like also tries to do like a fiery thing with it, and then but his lion isn't even working with it. He's like, I'm just like, no, and it's like lying on the ground. No, and then so he's like, okay, I can work this to my advantage, and then like tries to cast a spell, and the lion will just like, you know how cats on their backs, they just like roll another direction, and he just like can't even get the spell on his line to even cast any form of illusion.
Lucian will walk up and go, it's hard when not even your own familiar respects you.
What about
It's really funny. I'm not gonna have to go through every single one, but I just want to know what Wick's familiar is.
yeah?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah. So Wick's familiar is a mask,
A what?
a mask. Sort of
Oh,
like
look.
a theater mask, yeah.
Like an animated one?
Mm.
Oh, that's fun.
Sort of like Crash Bandicoot.
I was gonna say.
Not like not that sort of,
Yeah.
but so it's a
A theatre
mask.
mask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so on their picture, they're holding a mask that's half blue, half red.
Yeah.
So
It's like a
that.
Marlican. Is it Marlican mask? Is it that the word?
Just, you know that theatre masks are like two faces together, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like it's very like half and half in like two sides.
I like it.
Marlican
Yin
or
yang sort of
Marlican?
mask, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, I think. Yeah. No. I will say that you have noticed that Matara doesn't have a familiar. Intriguing Matara facts once again.
Yeah. Matara seems very, very fishy to Lucian.
Extremely looking forward
Like-
to battle class.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, like Gareth, outside this, thinks some of the issues we've been seeing might have a couple of threads linked back to that subject.
We'll see.
Because all he's skipping all the classes, has a lot of free time. You know, all you seem to
That's
do
okay.
is
Good for the chromatic conversations. Save it for the
Okay, amazing. So, you guys head off and head on and continue to end your day. Before we go into that, we will backtrack a little bit to when Zabi was with the potions professor. So you walk down the hallway, and it seems quite familiar as you're walking, and you notice that you've ended up in the next level. You're in the Avernus level.
level. Zabi's being very formal this time. Very trying as so hard to look serious. middling success.
The teacher takes you to the portrait that is the river Styx and stands outside it.
Cool.
I'm so interested is this school has a dungeon that is the 9 layers of hell.
Yeah, what's down the bottom, man?
Yeah. Principal, the headmaster's office is at in the front of that.
Says to the door, Dralek, let her in. And you can sort of get the sense that she's having a telepathic conversation the same way he was talking with you. And the door sort of like, the window frame like opens a little bit.
Ooh.
And then opens like a teeny bit, just unlocks, and then reluctantly continues to open further.
Zabi looks up at the professor and says, it's okay for me to go in, Doctor?
He may see you now.
Okay. And Zabi, thank you for the questions and
Don't
everything.
tell your other gaggles of merchants.
Okay, no, I won't. They can go to the regular one and see what he says. Secret guidance counselor. And Zoe walks into the river Styx.
Yeah, so the frame of the window, because it's sort of like an illusion window, opens up, and so you just see like stairs.
Okay.
As you walk down, you find that you're actually in the next layer of hell.
Oh my god.
And you walk down, but this is sort of, and you enter into officially what looks like a cavern. You know this whole time you've been inside a mountain, but most of it still looks like very intentional carved hallways. And like brick sort of done intentionally to give it more of a school vibe. But this is just straight out a pure cavern.
You're a sacrifice.
Zabi reads the question from the Bible.
As
Did you get a 2-for-1 deal?
as you walk out, you find yourself in like you walk further and further, and it only, even though like technically there's a left and right, you only feel that you're supposed to go one direction. You got that one thing. And you walk out and find yourself in this insane open area which just echoes your footsteps, and it's like you're on a pier, a very thin pier, but just as you look down over the edge and like rocks begin to fall. That is not the right vibes.
Yes.
Sorry, I was like, as rocks begin to fall, you see that it just leads into darkness. And at the end of this pier, you see a red plush couch.
Okay.
With like an eternal lantern light next to it.
Walks up and looks around and then sits on the couch.
You hear a voice. You are still insistent on seeing me.
I'm going to tell you. So the doctor said I could either introduce you to the secret guidance counselor, or I can give you a potion, or I can do potion stuff for you. And I was trying to be really responsible, and I chose the potion option. And then she took me down here anyway. So but I also said something about my parents. So I don't know if she was just like, actually, this child needs to go to a guidance counselor.
Dr. Magnus is scary. I belong to a lich,
Yeah.
and her wife terrifies me.
She put 2 students in a room from acid today.
Only 2.
Is it? Oh, cool. It was a good day then. Oh, and my friend made a potion, and his eyes knocked it out of his head, and I had to just be like, yeah, it's fine, buddy, like super normal about it. And I think I did a great job.
How long did they take to grow back?
Well, they were back when I seen him in... Oh, wait, no, I haven't been to religious class yet. I don't know. We're in the past. Hopefully they're back now, because he should be in illusions class.
Generally, they take 21 days.
Goodness me. Well, hopefully that's not what's happening. The good shit. You guys both chose shouldn't names, and sometimes it confuses me.
Why are you confused?
Because I
Lucian-
assume I was just in illusion class and I had my
No. But this is happening before I got there.
Yeah.
So I
No,
haven't
he's just
seen.
worried that. Did I get my
Are you
eyes
like-
back?
Like, are you changing? Are you
No,
retconning?
No. I'm
Okay.
not.
Okay.
You know, you the reflection effect says it takes 2d20,
Yeah.
but like you also have to sort of be in that class.
The nurse did a bang up job on
Bang up
it.
job.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
greater restoration.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're retconning.
I was like, that's what I was
Christian's got no eyes forever.
I know.
Like,
Exactly.
but-
Yeah. So are you the yeah?
Be honest.
Mm-hmm.
No more your shit.
Okay.
Why? You.
After we spoke last, I had a class where I had to take I had to do divination, and I look into the orb and I seen a monster version of myself, like a scary mutated, like extra snake version of myself in my house, and my parents screaming and running away from me. What just as a introductory vibe, what do we think of that? Because the orb was like, you needed to see this, and I was like, did I?
Because your appearance isn't classical or what society deems to be appealing.
Wait.
Doesn't make you stuff.
No, did I tell you my parents are human?
Which is my point. Even further.
Okay, just wanted to check that you had all the context. That I wasn't just like,
Do you
I'm an
think-
extra scary snake.
I am a monster.
I don't see this.
No, you haven't seen it.
You do have kind of a scary voice. But I mean, you are also a guidance counselor, so I'm gonna err on the side of no on that one.
Exactly.
What? Where are you?
A guidance counts.
It's sort of like echoing coming from everywhere, but you feel it mostly coming from underneath.
Therefore, I've chosen to take my natural appearance and use it to benefit others. I am what the world would traditionally deem as being one of the worst monsters.
And with that,
I'm glad that he's about to do something because Zabi was like taking deep breaths, like it's impolite to ask, it's impolite to ask, it's
Yeah.
impolite to ask.
I'm feeling Dragon
with that, he.
I'm feeling.
Yeah, this is what you rolled.
I was gonna say this is the surprise dragon.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, but you're not gonna meet the guy. We're talking about incremental conversations.
Yes.
You look down and one clawed, massive, like, clawed hand, like, comes onto the side of this pier, and he tries not to crush it as he sort of, like, props himself up a little bit. It's, like, black and armored, but in the way that it's just his natural skin, that it's, like, this metallic shine armor, but looks natural, and he puts up his other hand, and you look at it, and underneath all the armor and within the scales is this purple glow as these huge gargantuan, like, black seeping with purple wings span out, and a gargantuan death dragon begins to crawl up and begin to fly above.
I'm sorry, I rolled that.
So sick.
And
Right.
he's like, his eyes are just this deep glowy purple, and lets out this purple gaseous breath that puts a sense of calm around you.
He's got therapy breath. How bad could he be?
And that is where we're going to end the session.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Awesome.
Zabi has like a full like therapy session and then like runs off to potions class.
Thank you everyone for joining us. I'm sorry that was a little bit longer of a session, but we had to get there, had to get that dragon out.
Yeah.
Please join us in Chromatic Conversations and we'll see you guys all next week.
Yeah.